You're watching Mix TV.
For 40 years, Stavely Insurance has been the go-to company when it comes to keeping you and yours protected. They specialize in commercial insurance as well as home, auto, motorcycle, boat, RV, farm, and life. Stavely Insurance is a brokerage. That means they shop for you, finding the best coverage at the best price while offering convenient monthly payments. The problem solvers at Stavely Insurance concern themselves with your coverage, so you don't have to. Stavely Insurance, 204 East Cherokee in Sallisaw.
If you don't like surprises but still need a loan, then Anchor Financial Services is your answer. For over 40 years, Anchor Financial Services has been the hometown hero for families in eastern Oklahoma. We know life happens. Unexpected medical bills, home repairs, or that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. With 7 convenient locations throughout eastern Oklahoma, our friendly team is always ready to help you navigate life's twists and turns. No jargon, no hidden fees, just straightforward, trustworthy financial support. So why wait? Stop by today or visit us online. Let Anchor Financial Services be your anchor in times of need. Because when life happens, we're here to help.
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself this. Of all the times you've made it at home, has it ever tasted like our McMuffin? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maybe we McGriddles lovers have done a bad job of relaying this. But there are pockets of syrupy goodness hidden in the McGriddles cakes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome, everybody, to the Mix TV Channel 19's coverage of Oklahoma high school football. We'll be right back with you here in just a second, but they are playing our state song, Oklahoma. It'll be about time for the national anthem, I would imagine. So. Moment of silence, including Aiden Ruiz. Thoughts, prayers, and meditations.
Thank you.
Excellent job by the Elgin High School Marching Band. Hi, everybody. I'm David Martin here with Coach Craig Benson, and we are here for Oklahoma High School football Class 4A4 quarterfinals as your Sallisaw Black Diamonds have traveled west out to Comanche County, Oklahoma to Elgin.
The land of hard summers and hard water.
That's right. Yes, that's right. We are here in the Wichita Mountains, and it's a beautiful drive into town. And Coach, did you have a good drive to the game?
Well,
tonight?
I broke it up. I went and stopped in Mustang for a little bit like the football team did, but I didn't go to the stadium and do a walkthrough.
Okay.
I did a walkthrough with my grandsons.
Nice.
We were playing football out in the yard, so got to enjoy them for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go watch a couple of them wrestle tomorrow. So this was a good trip for me.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's the best time of the year, November, mid-November. Next week's, of course, Thanksgiving, and everybody wants to be practicing on Thanksgiving Day. That's the general idea, right, Coach?
Well, I mean, that is really, there's nothing like practicing on July. You know, and here's nobody ever gets upset when what time you schedule practice on Thursday either. They work around it because, you know, at that time of the year, if you're practicing on Thursday, that's a really big ball game. It's big for your family. It's big for your child, you know, for everyone. So, and that's where we're trying to get to ourselves. And that task this week is that task is
it's going to be formidable, but that's what the playoffs are all about.
Well, like I said last week, hey, if we knew who was going to win this game, we'd just ship all the medals out here and we just saved our gas.
Yeah, no.
You know,
the Black Diamonds have come to play.
Elgin is, you know, I was fortunate enough to speak to the team on Monday, and I told them a story. You know, my first year at Sallisaw back in 2008, I called the Elk City coach. We were playing Bishop McGinnis, and called the Elk City coach. I said, hey, I'd like to have your film. You know, I'd like you guys played them pretty good, and we kind of run the same things you did. And he goes, well, I'll give you everything, all the film we want. He said, but you got no chance of beating them.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. And if I'd been able to reach through that phone and crack him over the head with that receiver, that's what I'd have done. But anyway, you know, it really kind of we you know, things.
There's something to be said about being the underdog.
That's right. That's right. We were down 28-3 and made a valiant comeback, and one bounce with 58 seconds left cost us. But you know, these kids are resilient. They've found a way to win all year long. They have been down. They've not quit, and so. I'd like to think these Black Diamonds, you know, it doesn't matter what the field is all the same. The dimensions are the same. It's just different colored end zones. So
it's just like on Hoosier, same 10 feet.
That's right.
Just like the hoop. So I'm pretty excited. I'm encouraged by the Black Diamonds. They look like they are ready to play. The defense is. I mean, let's talk about it. They're 9-2. Elgin's 11-0. So you got 2 winning ball clubs. Sallisaw has a lot. Has played really great defense, and the ground game has come along, complemented by the passing game. And no, we're really proud to be here on a Friday night. It's been a fun season.
Elgin is led by
a lot more to go.
2 things. Excuse me for interrupting.
No, you're good.
Elgin's led by Trey Lohr. His dad was a longtime coach here. Now has moved into a principal role, but that's in a sense a coach's kid. Okay. And then you've got, you've got the Antoni Ogimoro, who is a Tennessee commit.
Right.
His dad was, moved in last winter, I was told, after football season. He had been already offered by Tennessee, and his dad's as a officer in the military, and so they landed over here in Elgin because, Fort Sill's just down the street, 8 miles. And so that was a great addition for them. But they also have on their offensive line, they have another young man that is one you need to look out for, and that's 58, and that's Jace Williams. Jace is a 2-time wrestling state champion at heavyweight, and he is he's got a mean streak, and he will get after you. And so what they do, they don't do a lot offensively, but what they do really, really well. Elgin has won the toss, and they have chose to receive. Sallisaw is going to defend the south end zone, and so
Elgin's going to be running the spread tonight, right? They're going to be running the spread out of the shotgun, and on defense they're going to be running a 3-4, it looks like.
It is. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Their defense has given up 48 points this year. Some of those have came in the second half against, when they put the young guys in. So their defense is stellar, and they chase the football. But they run on offense. They run the GT counter. They can get and spread and throw 4 verticals, and with those guys kicking and trapping and swabbing, they're tough to defend. But you know what? It's the best part of our defense too, with Cash Keeps and Hunter Smith. So let's not give the Owls too much credit. Let's make them earn that credit.
I agree completely. Go Black Diamonds.
Now Lewis is gone tonight. Coach Lou, he's gone tonight.
Yeah, I hadn't got to that yet. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm
Coach Walking Stick.
I've got the plays of yesteryear and the trivia question, which is a good one.
Is it
ready to go?
It's playoff worthy.
He gave me a binder's worth of stuff here to go through.
And he's going to be on. He'll be texting in and keeping us on our minding our P's and Q's.
He is already listening. I can promise you.
Yeah. So hi, Coach Walking Stick. We're sorry. couldn't be here this evening, but hopefully next week. That's what I'm shooting for. What else can I tell you? Kind of recapping what happened last week. Of course, Sallisaw beat Grove. How we got to the quarterfinals and who's in the quarterfinals. We can get that here in a minute. We're about to have the players around on the field. Kind of. I can wait. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Let's see. So we are here in the quarterfinals, which means there are 8 teams left in 4A.
3 of those are out of 4A 4.
The 3 of them are ours. Okay.
3 of them are ours.
That's right. Yeah, so Sallisaw beat Grove. Wagner beat Poto. Clinton beat Blanchard. Tuttle was over Elk City. Hilldale, there's the 4A team, beat Miami. Ada beat Cushing. And looks like Bethany beat Weatherford. Also Elgin over Ardmore. So that's how we got here this evening. Yeah, so you got Ada, Hilldale, and Sallisaw all representing 4A4. And there come your Black Diamonds out on the field. Here in the quarters, on the road.
And, here's the thing. We went 3 for 4 versus that North District with Wagner and Cushing and Grove and Miami.
Yeah.
And so, here's the thing. There's going to be no gimmies tonight. Hilldale's got to go to Tuttle. Ada's got to Ada host Bethany tonight.
Very good.
And here we are at Elgin.
And then the last one is Wagner's going to play Clinton. That'd be a good one too, I'd imagine.
And that's at Wagner, yes. Wagner's hosting Clinton.
So 8 really good ball teams are all out on the field this evening. And here come the Elgin Owls in their black jersey. If you're driving and listening, Elgin is suited out in black jerseys with white lettering, red pants, red helmet, and black socks. The Black Diamonds are in a white jersey with orange lettering, black pants, and a black helmet. So trying to paint a picture for those listening. You should be able to have the scoreboard, because it's not a video board, so the clock will be up on the screen all night, unless there's a commercial or during a replay. What else can I tell you? There's a minute and 10 seconds before the ball game commences. I was riding during the coin toss.
Okay, so Elgin is gonna receive on their field house end. That's the north end.
North end. Okay.
We are kicking to the north, and the flags have laid down. Now this is common in western Oklahoma. That wind starting about 3 o'clock. I mean, it'll blow right up until you tell your captains to go out there and take toss. We want the wind or something like that, and then it'll just fall down. It'll lay down.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it's like 6:55. It lays down.
You think that the north wind knows what time kickoff
Yeah.
is? That's good. And the Diamonds, of course, will be kicking from right to left if you're listening, from the press box here on the home side. Sallisaw did a good job of bringing the crowd out this evening, considering it's a 3.5-hour drive. We stopped for dinner in Newcastle.
What'd you eat in Newcastle?
Taco Mile.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was one of those. It was William and I. William and I had stopped. And
well,
I know how to get in and out of Newcastle.
Actually,
is why.
Actually, you stopped in what's called Tri-City.
Yeah, Tri-City.
That's
right.
Tri-City.
Yeah.
And Tri-City's is named after
Tuttle,
Blanchard, and Newcastle. And that little area right there really doesn't have a. I think that's classified as Newcastle. But at the same time,
Newcastle police are patrolling it. That's how I know. Yeah, I partially grew up in Blanchard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because my family, my mom's family lives there. So I knew how to get in and out of Newcastle quick because I didn't want to be late to be here. But here we go. Looks like Elgin has done a really good job bringing their fans out. They've got the milkshakers with rocks in them. And Black Diamonds have the train horn and the spinning clackers, for lack of a better term. Brian Castor, the kicker. And the 2024 quarterfinals are underway.
Oh, ball's out, and we've got it.
Sallisaw recovers on the ensuing kickoff, or on the opening kickoff. It looked like number 17, Richie Corday.
Muskrat came up with the ball. That was stripped. That was stripped by, man, I wish we could have a rewind of that. Can we get a rewind?
No, just because of how the system. But
my bad.
Yeah,
okay.
it's all right. Well, it's on YouTube, the fans can.
This is exactly what we needed tonight. We knew going in that we were going to have to get some turnovers. We're going to have to create some havoc, and this is a great place to start at the 22.
Let's see who's coming out. It looks like we got number 18, Case Adams, back there with Kenyon Hill. Going to be a reverse. Looks like Muskrat is going to throw it in the corner. Did he catch it?
He caught it, but is he going to call? Is he going to say he's in bounds?
Muskrat Flynn was throwing it to Mayfield on the reverse pass.
I never saw a signal whether it was out of bounds or not.
I didn't see
caught.
why. I just saw that he declared it was not a catch. All right, so second down and 10. Black Diamonds kicked off. If you're just now tuning in, we're only 14 seconds in the game. We've already had one turnover. Black Diamonds try to capitalize really quickly. They've got the ball at the 22-yard line on second down and 10.
Okay, we're talking, and I don't know why they're talking about this.
As to what they would call, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if he threw both of his hands straight up in the air.
Exactly.
I would not be upset.
Because I never saw anybody saw it called incomplete, out of bounds, anything. And now they still. That was kind of unique there, folks.
Coach Walking Stick said 88. Ethan Perez made the strip. So good job, Ethan Perez and the Black Diamond kickoff team. All right, Black Diamonds, second down and 10. Adams going to throw a hitch route out to Cooper Cox. Cooper gives it
Good.
Stiff arm. Ball comes on the ground. And it's picked up. And the Diamonds have turned it over to Elgin, who will take over on the 8-yard line. So things. Caught me speechless there for a second as I was watching the Diamond defense come out onto the field. It was a good, throw, and
13,
it was.
You know, he had gotten past the sticks. He made the 8-yard gain. It was a 13-yard gain, and then
he was efforting for that.
He kind of had the ball out, and it got away from him.
Okay. Yeah, he was trying hard for those extra yards, and the ball has a very funny shape. First down and 10 for Elgin. It's going to be a give, kind of like a stretch play outside.
That's outside zone, and
there it looks like.
Well, I tell you what.
I saw it too, but I'm not going to say.
I tell you what, that's really a good job of setting the edge there by that right tackle, number 77. That's Shea Spencer.
You got your. Okay, so first down and 10, obviously out to the 34-yard line. Sorry about that. And okay. They've got two wide receivers stacked to the far side. Well, you can see it on the screen.
And there's their play right there. And we did a great job of blowing that up right there. That is really a nice job by Hunter Smith.
Yep, Hunter Smith with the initial contact. Looked like number 8 was in there too.
That's GT
also.
Counter right there. They ran,
guard and tackle.
Yeah, guard, tackle, pull, and Hunter blew it up, and they made it bounce, and then we had linebacker support coming behind him. Really well played by the Black Diamonds. Brings up a 2nd and 11.
Ball is on the 34-yard line. Yep, our clock is synchronized, so that's good. Here is the balance set with the running back behind the quarterback. Going to throw a little out route to 88. That's going to be a first down for Elgin. Ran out by number 2. Cooper Cox on the reception there. That was again number 88, Adam Eaton. Three wide receivers, one on the near side, 2 on the far. Then they got a tight end in there along with 34, the running back. The 34 is Meyer Ritson. Quarterback.
Good job again, really good job again, but they got up to the 2nd level. Really good job by Hunter Smith right there of taking that on. Now we got a flag coming in late. But boy, I tell you what, they walled off our 2nd level. We couldn't get a linebacker to get fitted correctly.
Quarterback is number 3, Trace Laura. He's had a good year thus far for Elgin. Let's see what the call is. Face mask, personal foul. It's gonna be a 15-yard penalty.
That's the thing. We can't help them in that regard. They're really physical up front. I think this is the most physical football team that we've seen all year. Athletic and physical.
They're hustling to the line of scrimmage. They've got 3 wide receivers to the far side, stacked up out there, or bunched up, excuse me. It's going to be a give again to number 34. And he gets about, 6 or 7 yards?
Call it 6. Yeah, I tell you, they do it on their combos. They really do a good job. When they double and combo off and get to the second level, they are very aware of Jace Holman and having to. They're doing a great job of getting to him.
Second down and 4. Laura comes to the line of scrimmage. Now he's backing into the shotgun. They've got 1 tight end with 3 wide receivers and a running back. It's going to be a give to the other running back. That's number 0. Good job there by.
That's Kate Tate. Kate Tate at linebacker.
Yeah, 4-0. Yeah, that's yours, Coach. I got copies. Third down and 1. Black Diamond defense looking for a stop here on 3rd and short.
And I think that might have been Noah Briley on that tackle. I think I might have got it wrong. Nice job up front right there. Really good job of Cooper Carter stacking up the inside, but they do move the sticks.
It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Elgin, yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, their running backs are just as physical. You know, the number 35,
34.
Colby Morton, and number 34.
They're going to be lined up with 2
Ritson
tight
Meyer.
ends. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers with the running back behind the quarterback. Looks like he might throw a little swing pass. He does. 34 out to the right side. Black Diamonds converge on him and do a good job of forcing him out of bounds. 8:46 to go if you're listening. Yeah, 8:46. Elgin has the ball in the red zone at about the 16-yard line or thereabouts. 34. He's a big running back. It takes more than one guy just because of his size and his feet.
6. We made contact after about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. We weren't able, he spun out of that and was able to go get 3 more.
Clock is running. 8:20 here in the first quarter. 2 tight end set, 2 wide receivers split way wide, or relatively wide, I would say. See what happens here on 3rd down and 2. It's going to be give again to number 34, Ritson Meyer. He's a junior.
Sticks again. That's going to be 1st and goal at the 5.
First down and goal from the 5-yard line for the Owls. It's going to be a false start. Looks like the wide receiver took off, and that's going to move him back 5 yards. That'll take the ball to the 10-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. 1 penalty each thus far. 5 total yards for Elgin and 15 for Sallisaw. Seven minutes, 24 seconds to go in the quarter. About 34. 34 tries to stretch it outside.
Nice job. Nice job of running the football Black Diamonds there.
So that is a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 8. The Sallisaw defense has found itself in this position many times this year, so we'll see what they can do here. they've played hard with their backs against the wall. Let's see what happens. Get to 34. Holman.
Really good
steps
job by
up into
Holman
the
right there.
hole and makes a really good tackle. He held on, didn't he? That's number 8 with the tackle on Meyer. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Excuse me. Elgin now has a wing back to the left side. We're going to give to 34 again. And he finds his way into the end zone off tackle. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Owls, making it 6-0. As the Elgin special teams unit comes on the field for the extra point. That was a steady dose of 34 on that drive. Left-footed kicker, number 31. Elgin Delgado. It is. Kick is good. That will make the game 7-0. So the Sallisaw Black Diamonds will have their second possession of the game when we come back here on Mixed TV Sports, Channel 19.
Excuse me. Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? I heard you might be him. If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
Here's Santa Claus.
And welcome back to Mixed TV Sports Channel 19's coverage of Sallisaw Black Diamond playoff football here from Elgin, Oklahoma. It's called Elgin Football Field. It is not named after anyone. It's not a memorial or anything. It's just Elgin Football Field.
Sallisaw traveled well. Well, I tell you what, they filled up the visitor sides, which we've been known for that.
Yes.
And we got a lot of people that stayed home and are listening to you, Dave.
Okay, they are. They're listening to you. 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Elgin set to kick it off. Back for the Diamonds is Tay Muskrat Flynn. And Brock Oft. Brock makes one miss. Does a good job getting the ball out to, what's that, the 35, 37?
We're going to call it the 34. That's where he stepped out.
All right, I couldn't see on account.
I tell you what, that
the
you know,
sideline.
he's kind of in a no man's lane. Took it and caught it on the good hop.
Good bounce.
And
First down and 10. Had to move my microphone. First down and 10 from 34-yard line, just like you said. Adams with Hill in the backfield. They've got a wing back, 2 wide receivers. Going to be a give to Hill. Tough run. Up 2 yards, maybe a little bit more. We'll say 2 at least. They're going to give him 1. Okay. Second down and 9. Yeah, there's fantastic football all over the state. We're glad you're tuning in with us here. You have been all year. Hope you're enjoying Black Diamond football. Mayfield comes across the set in motion. They're going to throw it out to him. It's a catch by Mayfield.
I think that's Mayfield.
Yep, it is. Yep, 11. He came across the formation and ran a little out route. It's going to bring up
4.
Third down and 7. Ball's on the 37. The crowd really getting into it, trying to disrupt the audibles. It'll be an out route to Mayfield.
Nice job by
Keep
Cole
his feet.
Mayfield right there.
Kept his feet. Good job. Got across that first down.
9-yard gain. Good ball by Adams right there. Threw it in traffic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what on the updated Brody Nichols wearing number 1. Excuse me. I see. I wasn't going off of my roster. Thanks, Marley. I'll explain to you what happened in a second. Good job,
Really
Kenyon
nice
Hill up
job
the middle.
running by Kenyon Hill there.
So who returned that kick was Brody Nickel wearing number 1, and Brock Oft is wearing number 13 for Aiden Ruiz. So that's a change.
You're gonna make that change on your roster.
No, Coach Tyler sent it to me. I was just going off. Yeah, Coach Tyler he sent me an updated roster. I just
gain of 4 by Hill right there.
I was going off of memory instead of looking at my notes. So Adams is going to throw a hitch route out to Cooper Cox. I don't think he ever had control of it.
They're calling it incomplete.
Okay. All right, so it is 3rd down and 6. Ball's at midfield. Case Adams. He's going to throw the swing pass out to Hill. Hill with the reception and ahead of steam. Good job. Gets the ball almost up to the 31-yard line. Big gain for the Black Diamonds. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. Nice ball. Good job. Case Adams looking downfield and waiting
19-yard gain there.
Yeah, waiting for Hill to get clear of that defensive end so that way he can make that little lob pass. And 1st down and 10, balls on the 32. 3 minutes, 48 seconds on the clock. Black Diamonds moving right to left if you're listening. It's going to be a fake to Hill. It's going to be an option pitch out to the right side.
It was a little zone read option, pulling it and then pitching it to Mayfield.
So the Black Diamonds on the drive here. All right, so the Black Diamonds have 2nd down and 11 after that 1-yard loss. Cooper Cox comes across the formation. They're going to throw it out to him. And the ball is complete.
That's going to be a loss of about
they have lost some yards on it.
5, maybe 6, call it 6. So they're going to call it incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down. They've got 11 on the clock, but it's
on the board.
Spotted right at the chains. I'm going to call it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10-ish, yeah. Okay, 3rd down for the Diamonds. They've got 3 wide receivers to the far side. Hill goes in motion, empty backfield. Adams throws it out. Is that 3? That's 3 Hightower, I believe.
Yeah, that's Hightower.
Okay.
He picked up about 2. I was wrong. That was. I can't hardly see the other sideline. It's a little dark over there, and it was 3rd and 11, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 9.
Coach Tyler talking with the quarterback about the reads. And what to look for here on 4th and 9. Ball on the 33-yard line. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. Diamonds down 7-0.
Personnel, little timeout. Sallisaw had a little personnel issue we wanted to get right.
We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Mixed TV Sports Channel 19's coverage of Sallisaw Black Diamond playoff football.
When considering where to have a wedding, birthday party, shower, anniversary, class reunion, or company party, make the easy, perfect choice. Willow Valley Venue in Sallisaw. Willow Valley Venue is a beautiful, modern white barn on 17 acres, featuring amazing bridal and groom cottages and is close to hotels and restaurants. Packages to fit any occasion are available. Like and follow them on Facebook or call 918-315-0406. Willow Valley Venue, where memories are made.
4th down and 9 here as the Diamonds come back on the field after that timeout. Ball's on the 33-yard line. Adams and Hill in the backfield with 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side. Fake to Hill. Going to throw a screen to the right side. He's got a head of steam. Gets the first down and more. Good job, Cooper Cox.
20 on the little tunnel screen right there.
Nice play design.
Nice job design, well executed by Adams and Cox.
First down and 10 for the Diamonds at the 14-yard line with now past 2.5 minutes to go.
And this is the best thing that we can do is keep that ball out of the ball out of their hands. Keep making 1st and 10s. See, this is something that Elgin hadn't seen. They haven't seen people. They haven't seen. This is that little pin and pull play that we'd run last week where we pull our guard and center. And let me back up. I think we're reading the nose guard is what we're doing right there. We're cutting him loose and we're going to read him.
The quarterback is going to watch
he's reading the nose guard.
Right.
Little wrinkle that they put in this week from what I'm told from my source, Coach Walkenstick. He's been spying at practice.
Minute 46 to go. Diamonds on the move at the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Still can get a first down if they get within the 4-yard line. Hill in the backfield with Adams. Adams fakes it to Hill. Backs up. He's got a man over the middle.
That's
Did he get in?
Touchdown.
Did he get in?
That's Blunt.
That's
touchdown.
number 15.
Yeah.
That's 6 on the board for the Black Diamonds. And it is 6-7. Touchdown, Sallisaw. It's going to go to our McDonald's I'm Loving It instant replay.
It's a 14-yard touchdown pass.
He lost his footing for a second.
I don't
got
think
back
that
up.
was really a screen. It kind of looked like a screen. And
it's almost like a delay because he fell.
And Blunt got in behind the linebackers.
So that's number 15, Caden Blunt. He's the junior tight end who made a huge play earlier in the year and an equally important one here tonight in the first quarter with 90 seconds to go in the first period as Castor is on for the extra point with Brock Oft wearing number 13. But bad snap. Bad snap. Pick it up. Didn't have a lot of options, so that, I don't know if it's a bad snap or, all right, so that's going to take us, it's going to make this score 6-7. The Diamonds did not convert, and they're down 1, so we're going to keep it right here, Joe? Oh, I guess it's up to me.
Let's take a break then.
Yeah, let's regroup and see what the Diamonds come out with here on the kickoff team. We'll be right back here on Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
Sallisaw Dental Care is your place for excellent dental care and an experience that will change the way you think about dentistry. From in-office implant placement and Invisalign treatment to laser procedures and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Gray and Dr. Dotson offer treatment plans to fit every smile. Exciting news! You can now visit Sallisaw Dental Care for your Botox and filler needs. We look forward to seeing you. Go Black Diamonds!
All right, we are back here on Mixed TV Channel 19 Sports. David Martin here with Craig Benson. Lewis Walkenstick is back in Sallisaw and watching and texting in.
I knew something's missing here. You know, something's missing. I get to talk a lot more tonight because Lou's not here.
And that reminds me, here in a break, he would want us to get to our first plays of yesteryear in the first quarter because he always says we got to do one per quarter. So we'll be watching. Maybe that's what I was thinking just a minute ago. Now we're about to kick off. We're good as Castor. And, of course, yeah, I didn't want to go too far into it because of privacy, but Aiden Ruiz, of course, is not playing. He was a big part of that Black Diamond win last week, and he reportedly had a motor vehicle accident, and that's why they had that's what they mentioned during the moment of silence. So we hope he has a recovery, and, yeah, they're wearing number 13 out there for him.
Number 10 on the reception for the Owls, and that was actually a great kick by Castor up high, and we got a fair catch out of it and pin them down on the 22. Let me back up. That's 24.
So the Elgin Owls come back for their third series on offense. Both teams have had 2 series. Series. They've got one tight end.
This is a new look
to
we
the
haven't
far
seen
side
where they
with
stacked the twins out there. That's a trip tight end, trips formation with the stacked receivers out there, and we do a great job at the line of scrimmage. And they get a little surge on us and end up getting 4 out of it.
Yeah, so the set is they have a tight end on the far side, and then they have 2 wide receivers, both off the line of scrimmage. and then one wide receiver over here. Let's see if they line up. No, they're going to put a slot man.
They're going to double this time.
Yeah, they're going to 4 wide, aren't they? Okay. Black Diamonds come in off that cushion. Tightening up a little bit, adjusting the defense. Now they're backing out. Looks like we may have a motion penalty. Yeah, there's a penalty in the backfield.
Yes. False start on the offense. They're getting us a lot of different looks.
Yeah,
a lot of different formations. Not very many different plays. That's just outside zone right there.
They run similar plays out of different sets.
They did a really good job of cutting off our linebacker pursuit right there and getting to our second level. I thought we had it defended pretty good at the edge, but
they keep pounding to Ritz and Meyer. They're going to try to keep the ball on the ground.
He's about a biscuit away from 250, looks like to me.
That's just me, Coach. Trips wide receivers to the far side. You got one tight end over here to the home side of the field. Quarterback looks over.
Pick.
Cooper Cox with the interception. The Black Diamonds are going to have the ball at their own 40-yard line. The ball sailed on that skinny post, and Cooper was there. We're going to have a Black Diamonds, a McDonald's. I'm loving an instant replay. See, the ball just took off and sailed just a little too high.
Here's the thing. We got pressure on him, and he didn't get to set his feet like he's normally accustomed to. And it did, and it trailed on him a little bit.
So the Black Diamonds are playing scrappy football, and that's what we like to see as they've created a turnover. Going to have the ball first down and 10 here at their own 40-yard line. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Tied into the far side. Let's see what happens with Case Adams and Kenyon Hill. It's going to be a fake to Hill. Adams up the middle. Good.
Okay,
play.
So see, that's that play we talked about right there where they're reading that nose guard. He was kind of in no man's land there. He didn't know whether to chase the back or sit on the quarterback, either one.
Had to pick a lane.
Settle up 21-0 on Hilldale. Bethany up 7-0, and Wagner and Wagner and Clinton are scoreless. That'll take us to the second period. 7-6 here in
Elgin, Oklahoma.
Is this Stevens County? What county we in?
Comanche County.
Comanche
Coach,
County.
We're way out west. So we'll be right back here on Mixed TV Sports Channel 19.
For 40 years, Stavely Insurance has been the go-to company when it comes to keeping you and yours protected. They specialize in commercial insurance, as well as home, auto, motorcycle, boat, RV, farm, and life. Stavely Insurance is a brokerage. That means they shop for you, finding the best coverage at the best price while offering convenient monthly payments. The problem solvers at Stavely Insurance concern themselves with your coverage, so you don't have to. Stavely Insurance, 204 East Cherokee in Sallisaw. When you're in a hurry and hungry, just pull your car into Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard for Sallisaw's best breakfast on the go. You're going to love the food, the big burritos, the biscuit sandwiches, the breakfast platters, and the best biscuits and gravy around. Yum! Diamond Express is well stocked with all your favorites. Great food, yummy snacks, hot and cold beverages, lottery tickets, and much more. When you need fuel for your body or fuel for your car, come into Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard in Sallisaw.
I think we're going to get a 5-yard penalty there. We got a little pre-snap movement from our right tackle.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Diamonds. That was 2nd and 7. It's going to make it 2nd down and 12. 1-point ball game here at the beginning of the second quarter.
Got some scores around the state. I was talking about the 4A, and I'll move to 5A here for just a second. The University of Carl Albert was leading Claremore 14-0 early.
They're a different group, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
All right, Adams going to throw to Cooper Cox. He makes a really good catch on the play, adjusts his body. It was an out route, but he turned it into an out and up just because he ran out of room. And, yeah, nice adjustment on the play by number 2.
Tell you what, that was a great ball by Case Adams, too. He didn't – if he there was nowhere else to throw that ball. That had to be like a 2-ball, dropping it in over there. Had to take a little bit of it off. That was a great throw.
So the Black Diamonds get big gain there on second down, making it 3rd and 3. But, yes, Midwest City Carl Albert Titans, I watched them play a few times a year.
Buy-in up 14-0 on Beggs. They've got a great start.
Going to be a give to Hill. And he ran into that offensive line. Let's see what the Diamonds do here as it brings up 4th down at the 48-yard line. See what Coach Tyler decides. Looks like he's going to leave the offense out there. Black Diamonds are going to be going for it here, close to midfield.
You know, here's the thing, folks. If you're playing a team like that you're on paper, nobody gives you a chance to have a chance. You've got to throw. You've got to fire every bullet you have.
Right.
I think this may be long count, no play.
See,
we're going to take the 5-yard penalty and timeout.
What do you call it? They threw a flag. Okay, so
we'll take the delay game. Back it up 5 and we'll punt it.
So it's going to be 4th down and 7. The Black Diamonds are going to bring the punt unit out. Black Diamonds have 2 good punters.
Pryor, who we beat game 1, is tied up with Newcastle, who's ranked number 4 in 5A, 14-14.
Pryor has, they've come. That was so long ago, it feels like.
Yeah.
That was back in the heat of the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, you called them what'd you call them, the Bullfrogs or something like that?
No, I thought no, I think I was using alliteration. Listen. I love it when people remember my faults. 4th down and 7. Oft. Rugby style. He got a piece of it. Ball still is going to tumble a little ways, and Elgin will take over at the 33-yard line. So they were buying time, trying to let the punt unit get down a ways with the rugby style. I think he got a piece of it, the Elgin player. And the Elgin Owls will now be going right to left on their 4th offensive series. .55 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Elgin, quarterback, in the shotgun. We're going to give it to number 34 again, and he breaks a tackle. And it's a foot race to the outside.
He stepped out right there. Well, I'll tell you what, I think he got a really good spot because I think he stepped out a couple of yards prior to that.
Forced out by Oft and a few others. So the ball will be at the 34-yard line with 10:48 to go. Elgin up by 1 singular point. Black Diamonds looking for. There's going to be he reverses out. He's going to try to throw it over the shoulder. It was a good ball, but the ball falls incomplete. It was a nicely designed play.
They slipped him out down the boundary, spoked him down the sideline and had him open, and we actually picked him up. We just weren't in his hip pocket. He got over the top of us.
That's the thing about a running game is it opens up
sets
play action.
That up. That's
yes,
exactly right.
So 3 wide receivers to the far side and a tight end to the near side. Elgin quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to give to number 0 this time. Brought down by Holman, stopped by Holman. It's a battle. Jace with the tackle. Important tackle because number 0, Braxton and Tuna.
I tell you the thing about them, when all else fails, they can line up and run at you pretty good.
Mm-hmm. No, they've got a strong offensive line. Led by 55 Anthony Ogamoro, the senior, 312 pounds. So the Black Diamond defense here will be They're at the 24-yard line trying to.
I tell you,
it's going to be a stretch play.
I thought he turned up their outside receiver who cracked. I thought he turned up too quick. He was already kind of heading up field on the play. I thought we were going to get that one called back.
With the yellow flag that didn't show?
Yeah, that didn't show.
9 minutes, 50 seconds to go. 5-0. 1-point ball game. It's going to be a give to number 34 again. He gives a stiff arm. Let's see if Cooper can bring him down, and he does at around the 2 or 3 yard line. So touchdown saving tackle by the corner, number 2. But that's going to be a first down and goal. From the 3.5 or so yard line. Get to 34 again, and he's going to get outside. Everybody kind of washed down, and a lot of green grass for the Elgin Owls. It's going to make it 13-6. Number 31 on the kick for the Owls. Aiden Delgado. Their holder is Kason Meyer. Snap, ball's up, and it is good. We'll be right back here because it's an 8-point ball game, 1 possession. 9 minutes, 8 seconds to go. We're right back here on Mixed TV Sports Channel 19.
Forever Memories Funeral Services welcomes you to take advantage of the services they offer, from pre-planning to uniquely designing a celebration of the life journey of your loved one. Forever Memories has local ownership. They've lived in this community for many generations. With a caring staff and a beautiful facility, Forever Memories is dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities affordably with dignity. Forever Memories Funeral Services on Highway 101, just north of Sallisaw.
Here come the Black Diamonds on with their receiving team. Once again, you are watching Mixed TV Sports Channel 19's coverage of Sallisaw Black Diamond football. This quarter is brought to you by Valley Land Title Company. Valley Land Title is located in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. They are the oldest and most consistently maintained title company in Sequoyah County. And they've got all the title services that you need just right by the Sequoyah County Courthouse. So go to valleyland.net, or you can call them at 918-775-4872. That's Valley Land Title Company on North Oak, downtown Sallisaw by the courthouse. 9 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Elgin Owls with the kick. It's going to be fielded by 84.
That
see
is
if he gets
Connor
turned
Green.
Up. Connor Green.
Connor Green couldn't get to the lane,
but he fields it, and the ball will be. Where are they going to spot that, Coach?
Looks like
21?
about the 21-yard line.
Okay. Now we're going to have 2 plays of yesteryear because that first quarter went pretty quick. But we'll do it.
Well,
we'll do it at the next break. We'll do it.
Wow, we are going to have. We have to have 2. I forgot. I'll see.
I know.
He's not here.
Yeah, he's supposed to be texting and prompting us. Adams. He looked for the screen. He's going to have to throw it away. Does so.
Well, I tell you what, we got a flag came up. What's the flag come up earlier? Is that a hold? It looks. The white hat threw that flag. It looks like in the vicinity of a hold.
They had the screen set up, right? Or they were attempting to set up a screen pass. Let's see what happens here. As a hush comes over the Elgin Stadium. Waiting for the referee to determine the call.
Holding on the defense. An eligible receiver downfield. That's going to offset.
Penalty on both teams. Elgin coach going to have a conversation and protest a bit. Not protest.
I think what the Elgin's
position would be.
Yeah, it's going to be what he's going to try to say is, look, you know, we can tackle him if he's behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a whole different world behind the line of scrimmage as opposed to downfield.
That's right.
In terms of backs.
Well, we don't need a dissertation here. Call it and let's move on.
You're talking about on the field, not me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
No, I'm talking about him. Yeah, that's way too much discussion. I've never had one discuss that much with me. Going off setting penalties, going to replay first down.
Okay, first down and 10. Do-over is what we would say in the backyard.
You know, I don't know that he actually tackled the back, though, because he threw that really late. I don't know who he called the hold on. Because when Case flushed, he flushed over here away from the back. So I don't know what he saw. But hey,
Do-over. First down and 10. Adams looks to the left. Trying to throw a little bit of a hitch route. Ball. That was intended for number 5.
that's Cooper Jackson.
Mm-hmm. So second down and 10. The sound you hear are the milk jug shakers with rocks. Granite, probably. It's going to be a fake. That was a good keep.
That was a really good read
good
there
read.
by Adams. That's going to be a gain of 5.
Only reason I think those are granite rocks is because my son, we saw the mountains, the Wichita Mountains pop out of nowhere on the way here. And I made him, go and learn that those are the Wichita Mountains. And they're
Yeah, you could have walked up there and rooted around a little bit. You'd probably found a den of some of those rattlesnakes.
I would imagine so. He said, Dad, they found a stegosaurus here. And I said, well, it's a pretty old mountain, buddy. So he had to do a little research. All right, third down and 5. Ball's on the 26-yard line. 8 minutes, 15 seconds. Adams rolls left, squares up his shoulders. He's going to let it fly, and it's going to go out of bounds. Sails out of bounds. And that's going to bring out the punt squad. So as the punt team comes out, what we'll do is after the punt, that's when we'll do our play of yesteryear. Joe, sound good? Okay, after.
Yeah,
if the change of possession comes to pass.
We're going to have to dock Coach Stick's pay on that, not letting me know. He should have been texting me saying, hey, play up first play of yesteryear.
Yeah, he's the one who did the radio check early. 4th down and 5, 8:06 to go, 1 possession ball game. Oft gets the punt away. Let's see if he gets a bounce. And Holman downs it. He's the snapper.
The 44-yard line.
That's going to take us to our play of yesteryear, brought to you by Nick's TV Channel 19 and
This
Lewis
is
Walker.
2013, and this is Cale Wilson. Actually, he took this away from Cooper Cox. Had you saw this, Cooper actually tries to catch it, and Cale took it away from him and goes 76 yards to pay dirt to start the second half against the Commandos. That put us up 27-14. That was quite a player right there, folks. I'm telling you, Cale Wilson is one of the ones who when they talk about the Blunts and the Holmans and Orndorffs and things like that, they've got to mention him in that conversation.
Good player. And Cassia Hall always has a strong team. My Uncle Hal, who's also related to Coach Tyler, he's at home. He was a professor or instructor at Cassia Hall, so he say hello to him. All right, they're going to try to throw it up the boundary. Ball falls incomplete. Coverage was there by 11.
By Mayfield.
Yep, thank you. Second down from the 44-yard line. Clock stops at 7:56 to go here in the first half. As the Elgin Owls and the Sallisaw Black Diamonds are in a quarterfinal matchup. If you're just tuning in, thank you for watching. You got David Martin here with Craig Benson, Joe Wag on the board. It's going to be a give to 34. There's a penalty.
We're going to get a hold here.
Yeah, I see a couple of Black Diamonds on the ground. There's 3 flags.
Score updates out there. Tuttle up 21-0 on Hilldale. Bethany and Ada are in a scrum at 7-6 Bethany. Wagner up 9-0, and our game right here is 14-6.
So there's only 4 games tonight.
Only 4. Only 8 teams left in the state.
No small feat. That's going to move the Owls back. It's good news for the Black Diamonds. So second down. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Second down and 20 from the 34. Quarterback, back to pass. He's going to look. He's trying to throw a go route down the sideline. Number 13 was there. That's Brock Oft. Good play. Good sportsmanship helping the wide receiver up. He was with him step for step, made an important play.
From 2A2, Colcord big lead on Holdenville, 22-8. Stroud up 29-0 on Salina. Adair over Davis, 8-7. That's number 2 and number 6, and then our Sequoia County Wolverines vying over Beggs, 14-0 in the second quarter.
Of course, JP, Justin Pettit, and Clint Smith and his crew, Russell and all the guys, Christian, etc., are in Vian watching that game, broadcasting it on the Mix Radio and on their YouTube channel. Let's see what happens here. Nice job
by Cole Mayfield. He ate that up.
Good job, number 11.
You know, I think here's the thing. Elgin hadn't been in this situation very often. They haven't had to play behind the chains much, and when they do, they set themselves back up in manageable downs. And tonight, our defense has done a great job of putting them in situations where they're having to call plays they not normally have to call.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 22. The Owl punt team is out on the field. High snap. Not a booming kick. Black Diamonds need to get away from it. They do, fortunately. And Elgin, wasn't a lot of great rhythm on that from the beginning. So the Black Diamonds are going to have really good field position as they come out on the field. We're going to keep it right here at the change of possession. 1st down and 10. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to go. Adams, quarterback, Mayfield in motion. It's going to be a keep.
That's a really good read again by Adams. Gain of 5 here. He gets it on the it's a little zone option play. You know, he reads the zone, and then we've got an orbit motion out of Mayfield, and Adams does a good job of
2 good decisions there.
Really,
right?
really good.
Yeah, so he faked it to the running back, and then he had an option play and pitched it just at the right moment, and good for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for the Black Diamonds as they approach midfield. Ball at the 48-yard line. Adams gives it to Hill. Hill's going to turn up.
Well, I tell you what, they had him dead in the water. That's a great 1-yard gain because they had our power read defended really well, and he stuck his foot in the ground and went south really quick and got by those 2 defenders.
Yeah, it was a difference of about 4 yards on the play.
Yes, it was. It was about to be a loss of 4.
So good job, Hill, and Adams has been impressive with his reads as the year has gone on. He's gotten stronger and stronger. Now Hill is going to come off. Now Coach Tyler's going to ask for a timeout to get his personnel right.
We have
one short.
Yeah, we're 1 short. I don't know who didn't come in. That was going to be a Wildcat formation. Mayfield was coming in as the direct snap, and
this would be a good chance to get our second play of yesteryear in since we had to do 2. You want to wait for him to
get let's do it. This is 2013 Cassia Hall again. And we're trailing 35-34, and this is Quint Scofus, and he completes a 35-yard pass to Derek Harris that keeps the drive alive. It ends up going down, and Sinway Rodriguez nailed about a 40-yard field goal to win the game for us.
It's always a big win over
those guys.
Over Cassia Hall, that's for sure. Yeah, good ball. Good play of yesteryear. Thank you, Coach Walking Stick, for putting the plays of yesteryear together for us.
Yeah, we're caught up now.
Yeah, we're on time. We're on time. All right, here we go. Black Diamonds back, 3rd down and 2. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Direct snap's going to be Mayfield. gets that first down and across the 45-yard line down to the 44 in positive territory, in Owl territory, I should say. Big first down for the Black Diamonds. They all are. Any first down's good from any age. In preseason, we'll take them all.
We did a good job up front right there, and Mayfield just ran to where the green grass was.
First down and 10. Diamond offense back on the field with a tight end and 2 wide receivers at the far side in this case. It's going to be a give to Hill. He stutter steps for a second. Now he does a spin move. Second spin. Tough running. Gain of 3.
Call it 4. I'm going to well 3.
Yeah,
call it
round
4.
it up. We drove all this way. We'll call it which point, you know? Oh, he's going to. Okay. It's 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half. Left to right is the way the Diamonds are traveling. If you are listening in your vehicle. Adams, back to pass. He's looking for that post route. Let's see if he's going to throw it up. Muskrat Flynn. I don't know who they're going to call the penalty on.
I don't either. I hope that doesn't go on us. It was kind of ball kind of sailed a little bit, and Muskrat did a good job of basically defending the play.
Yeah, the worst case scenario would have been a turnover, so the lesser of 2 evils would be a penalty. We'll see what happens. No, they might be calling against Elgin.
On the Owls. Good. See, that's the way it should go.
Agree. The fans are not happy. And I was partially blocked by the windowsill, so
I didn't know which. I really didn't know which way that was. I didn't know what this bunch, how they were going to view that and how they were going to call that. But
could have gone either way. It could have gone no way.
That's right. They'd have been upset either way. If they wouldn't have thrown the flag, we'd have had people upset about that.
Mercy sakes alive. Agreed. So that's going to give the Diamonds another first down. As the chains move, ball's going to be on the 26-yard line with 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Diamonds here on the right,
look here.
right hash.
Tight end look.
Fake to Hill. And a couple of defenders went with Hill, and Adams was able to
pick up about 3.
Yeah, he was.
And this is the best recipe for that offense over there for Elgin. And we got a stop last time, so we're kind of figuring out that hey, we've put them in some bad spots, and now we're playing keep away from them. Keep moving those sticks.
It's going to be a little swing pass out to Hill. Let's see if he can break a tackle. Good play by the Black Diamonds. Hill has gotten stronger as the year has gone on. That will make it. Wait till they update the down and distance. 3rd down and 1, so that was a 6-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 1, 4:08 to go. Black Diamonds break the huddle. Ball's at the 17-yard line.
Got Mayfield back in there as a direct snap.
He held on to the football. Let's see what kind of spot they give him.
That should move the sticks. I thought that should move the sticks.
Somebody said 4th down. I'm not sure who it was.
I don't think we got a great spot there. I thought that he had made it to the 15-yard line, and then he got pulled back.
I don't know if his knee hit initially. So the Black Diamonds are going to go for it here on 4th down and 1 with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Let's sit back and watch. It's playoff football. Direct snap, going straight ahead.
I don't think he got there.
I don't.
Where he's spotting it, that's going to be.
Elgin fans are.
Where he's spotting it, they're going to have to take a hard look at this one.
I haven't seen the chains all year, the measurement. Turnover on downs. Elgin will take over. Gain of inches. So the Owl offense will come back on the field. The Black Diamonds put together a really good drive and burn up a lot of clock. Now that's on the clock. That's actually 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go, not 31.2 seconds. Our computer is reading it. It's not picking up that colon as it's picking up as a decimal. So 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Once it gets going, it'll pick it back up. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. First down. Elgin's going to give it to 34 again, and he's brought down. There, we got the clock reconfigured.
Caden Cowan was on the tackle there. Caden Cowan got split the double team. And the big guy for Elgin is down. He's holding his knee.
All right, so they're going to attend to him. We're going to take one commercial. We'll be right back here. Playoff football, 4A4, Elgin and Sallisaw, right here on the Mixed TV Sports Channel 19.
J&D Steakhouse is Sequoia County's premier steakhouse, serving USDA certified 7 Oak steaks, burgers, and chops, as well as seafood, chicken fried steak, and amazing salads. Specials include Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursdays, and more. Happy hour daily 4 to 6. J&D Steakhouse, a place for good food, friends, and family, and live music. 230 North Oak in Sallisaw. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. J&D Steakhouse. Oh, it's good.
When you need a plumber, your ace in the hole is Rocky Top Plumbing. Whether it's new construction, remodels, repairs, commercial, or residential, Rocky Top's got you covered. Serving Eastern Oklahoma, we do video drain inspection, line locating, sewer lines, water lines, natural gas, and propane lines, plus excavation, tankless water heaters, and more. Financing is available. Rocky Top Plumbing, where a flush beats a full house. Dial 918-776-7655. Rocky Top Plumbing. License number 54559.
And number 55 comes off the field. Glad to see him. He up on his feet, I mean to say. Anthony Ogamuro, one of their best players, and you hope he's okay. Second down and 7 for the Owls. Going to be a give again to 34. Who was that making that play in the backfield?
The one who made the play was Hunter Smith, because he blew the guard up and made a pile. And they could not, they didn't have a crease to run through. We had great pursuit there.
And then Cade Tate, 40, came in after that. So nice job by both those Black Diamonds. Third down and 8 for Elgin. Back in their own red zone at the 19. They've got 3 wide receivers, one to the far side split way out. It's going to be a hitch route to number 2.
Nice job of tackling right there. I think that is, and then that Brock Oft?
Yep, I think so.
We're in Aiden Ruiz's number tonight.
Number 13, Oft. Fourth down and 2 as the Elgin Owls. So I wasn't sure where the spot was, and I didn't want to jinx this. So, yeah, that brings up fourth down for the Owls. And their punt team comes out on the field. Oft set to return at about he's set up about the 44-yard line. Low snap. Punt. Good punt by the punter. He may have hit the ground, yeah. Yeah, he had room to run. His eyes got as big as saucers, I think, as he caught that ball.
That was a great punt. But here's the thing, though. That was a great job of filling that ball by Brock, because that may bounce down there by Chickasha if it didn't.
Could have been a 25-yard roll. All right, so the Black Diamonds take over. First down and 10, 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Case Adams and the Diamond offense. Let's see what they got cooked up for this series. Referee's going to work on alignment of some sort. Yeah.
And here come the Rocks again.
The Granite Milkshakers. So it's going to be a give up the middle. That's Hill again. Second down. Gain of 2 on the play. Minute 53 seconds as the clock rolls. This 8-point ball game here in the playoffs. November 22nd, 2024. Black Diamonds have a tight end and a wing back on the right. 2 wide receivers on the left side. Adams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He was waiting for it. He tried to
Yeah,
throw a
he
little
was standing
throwback.
right on there. He was standing right on it. You know.
So Elgin's going to take over. First down and 10. That was a good play and a good read by 24. 24 for the Owls is Bryce Martin. So Elgin's going to bring their offense back on the field with a minute 32 to go. Diamonds are going to, of course, hope to get a stop here in the next 90 seconds as they get the ball back after halftime. Let's see what happens as the quarterback is in the shotgun. He's going to throw a quick hitch. That's 88. Adam Eaton, 6'5", tight end. They flex him out, so he becomes a wide receiver. Now they're going to kind of go to the hurry-up, no-huddle offense with a minute 29 to go.
Little Pro Twins look here. No, that's trips.
3 wide receivers? Okay. 34 is just...
He's a
good
big
player.
banger.
He's a good player.
He's a big load.
Ritz and Meyer. They're wanting to run a hurry up for Elgin. Black Diamonds looking for something good to happen on defense. Quarterback Trace Laura gives. Once he gets close, he's
well,
tough.
That's a really good. They run that stretch play really good. That's Ryan Breeze's stuff that he brought with him from Lawton High. Lawton has made a living off that, and Ryan came over here from them last year, and they love getting that ace set 2-time run stretch out of it. And they set the edge and walked in.
So Elgin on for the extra point to try to make it a 15-point ball game. Snap, the hold, and it's good. So it is now a 15-point ball game with a minute 6 to go. We'll be right back here on Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
Michael Bench from the Mix 1051. I moved back home to Sallisaw, and 2 weeks after I arrived, lightning struck my AC unit, and it was toast. I called LaCosta at Oberste Insurance, and she quickly got the ball rolling with the American Farmers and Ranchers folks, and my AC was replaced in just a few days. They were extremely professional. Thanks again for the great service. Folks, if you want this level of service, stop by 1213 East Cherokee or on the other end of 775-6233.
All right, so we are back here on Mix TV Sports Channel 19. David Martin with Craig Benson. Lewis Walking Stick is back in Sallisaw. He is doing analysis via text.
I think he fell asleep. I hadn't heard from him in a while.
No. Maybe a cell phone battery. As the Elgin Owl kick team is on the field. Looks like we got Oft and Flynn are the return men for the Black Diamonds.
A minute left. We need to get a little field position here and have us a chance to cut that lead right before half.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're going to kick it to Tay Muskrat. Flynn. Ball bobbles twice. He does pick it up and gets the ball out close to the 25-yard line. So let's see if he's okay. Excuse me.
I think he landed on the ball.
Maybe lost his air.
Yeah, take a little timeout.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, before the second half, I will say congratulations because it's my son's team. Congratulations to the Sallisaw Black Diamond 8th grade basketball team. They've won 2 tournaments in a row in consecutive weeks. Coach Rogers and Coach Germany, if you're out there watching, yeah, we enjoy what they're doing with those young men. I got to leave a board meeting and get over to Panama to watch that tournament, so good job with the Black Diamonds. First down 10, under a minute to go here in the first half. Diamonds are going to get the ball back after halftime. So a 2-for-1 would be wonderful. It's going to be a give to Hill up the middle. And that defensive line.
Big 77 got a handful of jersey and stopped him.
Yeah, that's Shea Spencer, another 6
So
foot.
here's the other thing, but let me tell you about
244
77.
Yep.
Is the second best heavyweight in Class 5A.
Wrestler.
Because the other one is dadgummit.
Other sheet.
His name is Williams, and that's Jace Williams. He is the state champion, but they take 77 to the tournaments, and he always finishes second, but he just can't go to regionals and state. Really a true story.
And they don't get him down to 215.
They got a state champion there.
Oh, okay.
8 of their 11 starters are wrestlers for Elgin, by the way.
It's going to be a give up the middle.
That's Hill again.
And that's going to take us to the end of the first half, where the Diamonds are 6 and the Elgin Owls are 21, but the Black Diamonds are going to get the ball back. A lot of good things happened in that first half. I mean, we had some good things, had some bad things happen.
We just can't give them opportunities, and give them short fields, things like that. But, hey, great game plan on both sides of the ball for the Black Diamonds, and we still got a lot of football to play.
That's right.
Like I said, I'm going to take you back to 2008. We went down 28-3 and got the ball back in the second half and turned into another game. There's a lot of football left here.
And so here's the plan for halftime. We're going to have a commercial break, and then Coach Benson's going to have a special guest interview, and I will step aside, and we will be back here after these commercial words for halftime with Coach Benson here on the Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
It's self-assuredness, the poise that comes from looking and feeling your best. It's the freedom to let go and be yourself, and the self-esteem you feel when you know you're the best you can be. It changes how you see the world and how others see you, and it can change your life. For your life-changing smile, call Dr. Aubrey Henshaw at Aesthetic Dental Institute. Neighborhood dentist, world-class care.
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself this. Of all the times you've made it at home, has it ever tasted like our McMuffin? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maybe we McGriddles lovers have done a bad job of relaying this. But there are pockets of syrupy goodness hidden in the McGriddles cakes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we're more than just a lumber yard. We're a full-service lumber company, hardware, appliance, and flooring center all in one. And if you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing by to help. Oh, and if you can't take it with you, don't worry. Delivery is always available. You see, at Sallisaw Lumber, we go as many extra miles as it takes to deliver the best customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Show your hometown pride with a School Spirit debit card from First Star Bank. Each time you make a purchase with your School Spirit debit card, First Star Bank will make a donation to your school district. You make a purchase, they make a donation. Everyone wins. Support your school with First Star Bank's School Spirit debit card. First Star Bank has donated over $100,000 to local schools through the School Spirit program. Debit cards may be ordered online at firststar-bank.com.
The Health and Wellness Center's Hive is an HIV education program designed to help reduce the stigma around HIV infection. The Health and Wellness Center is determined to stop the spread of HIV, which is on the rise. However, an HIV diagnosis is no longer a death sentence, and in many cases, with the right treatment, HIV is considered undetectable and under control within 6 months. Take the first step and get tested today. For more information, visit healthwellnessok.com/the-hive.
All right, Black Diamond fans, we're back, and I have a special guest tonight. Coach Jackson, Brad Jackson, our assistant superintendent, has joined me up here, and we're going to talk about some things that we've got going on that I found really I was kind of blown away with. Coach, let's talk first about our FFA program you were telling me about earlier today.
Sure. So a few years back, Mr. Stites, longtime ag teacher retired, and we were able to bring Mr. Matthews in, and he kind of hit the ground running. And
who was it? And I don't mean to interrupt you, but who was one of his students, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, Mr. Matthews had Mr. Stites.
There you go.
He may have had Mr. Wood.
Or Tex Wood, yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
he had Mr. Wood. He would have been Mr. Wood's
But
student.
he's a Sallisaw native.
But he's a Sallisaw native, and he's connected to that Stites family, and he's quick to give Mr. Stites and his family a lot of credit for his path into education, and he's very vocal. If it wouldn't have been for that family, he probably wouldn't be doing what he's doing or where he's at.
Gotcha. Okay.
But back to Mr. Matthews came in, hit the ground running, and grew that program and offered a few new things that we weren't doing, shooting sports, and grew that the livestock aspect of our program exponentially. I think last year we had right at 50 entries into the county show, which is up quite a bit from years past, and did very well with those animals. We partnered with Cherokee Nation through some community grants, and we're able to build a new livestock barn strictly dedicated to those projects for those kids. A lot of people think that these country kids, rural kids, are the only ones that participate in that, but in doing that, it gives our kids in town an opportunity to
house those animals,
yes,
and take care of them and groom them and train them there.
And so the year before that, Mr. Matthews had kind of retrofitted the old wood shop down in the ag barn, and it was kind of makeshift, but we used what we had.
Right.
And we had some ventilation problems, and we didn't have a wash bay. Those kids were washing and grooming animals out there in December and January, and it's 30-something degrees. Miserable on the animals and the kids. The new one has a dedicated wash bay. It's heated. That station is actually ran through a hot water heater too. So those kids, it's a big swing in there this year from what they had last year.
So we also, if I'm not mistaken, we also built a new greenhouse in the ag department. Correct?
Well, two, but we'll get to the first one that has to do with the ag department. Mr. Barrett did a great job on the backside of our ESSER funds there, and we were able to leverage some of those I think they're both right at 4. I think they're 40 by 60. They are all software controlled through an app on your phone, whether it's temperature, humidity, even the watering system. And it can be zoned depending on what plant you have in what part of that greenhouse.
Oh, that's pretty amazing.
And we're proud of that. And Mr. Matthews is quick to tell you that it's the nicest greenhouse and agronomy setup on this side of the state. Whether he's just proud of that or that's a fact, I don't know. But they are really nice, and I think we've already turned out mums. And quick plug. He'll be selling poinsettias at Ag Department here pretty
coming
quick.
Up shortly.
Yep, and I even think they have some black diamond orange theme ones, which are neat. I've never seen one before. So
I've never even heard of one.
We've got them. We've got them. So be looking for those.
So we added another thing. We added another ag teacher. Is that the first time in school history that we've had 2 ag teachers
that I know of? So going back to that show season, a lot of people don't realize, and I was ignorant to it. Just how much time those guys put in going and visiting homes for those animals that aren't in our barn, the kids that choose to keep them and house them at their house. And, it's throughout the district. Mr. Matthews may be south of town 12 miles and then be running to the north side of our district in Rocky Point to, go vaccinate a cow. So that grew that grew so quick. We responded, and we hired Mr. Garrett Graham, and he's come in, and it's been a really good fit between those 2 guys. Both really good men, and the kind of men that you want your kids to be around from a role model standpoint. The other aspect of Mr. Graham brought on is Mr. Barrett and I are both pretty passionate about the outdoors and taking a look at the kind of kid that we have at Sallisaw. We've got a lot of those kids that like to do that in their spare time, whether it's hunting or fishing or anything outside. Going to be a pretty layered program.
So the Department of Fish and Wildlife, if I'm not mistaken, they furnish a grant with the extra tools, and so we started a fish and archery program and expand on that.
Yeah, so we call it Outdoor Ed, and it actually has a roll number through the state. But Mr. Graham signed up and went to those classes, and with that, we got an archery setup of compound bows. We've got a lot of fishing rods and reels and tackle. And I also think he went to a shotgun training course for the skeet shooting, and there were some things that came along with that. We were also able to leverage a project that was working next to us. Cherokee Nation hadn't gone on. They needed fill for their new 3D archery range, which is going to work well for our kids. We've already been in partnership with them as far as having access to that, and they've been great to partner with. And in some of those design plans there, they accommodated access for us, inside of our boundary for our kids in Mr. Graham's archery program can access that and utilize it, down the road. But going back to that, they needed dirt and we wanted a pond.
So tell me how that went. So tell me where this pond's located.
Well, it is just north of the ag building there, and just south of our transportation department.
Okay.
And
so what were once trees is now a pond.
Well, actually, right there, for some reason, we didn't have trees, but there were a few trees taken out, but not many. We were pretty systematic in our approach, or intentional. We wanted to keep those trees there. Now, there were some target species that we wanted to remove, and we'll do some more cleanup around it, grooming, in the coming months here. But no, Matt Duke, he's a project manager for Cherokee Nation, and a Black Diamond, and a friend. And, we have these type of conversations all the time, and you get a call from Matt, hey, weren't you guys needing a pond? Yeah, we were. Well, I got an idea. They need dirt. You need a pond. Let's talk to this construction company.
There you go.
Yeah. So we were able to trade out the majority of the cost of that pond, and dirt excavation is pretty high. So we were able to trade out most of that work, through the trade of our dirt, for their need. And a little over an acre. We're really proud of it. The rains the last few weeks, that thing is probably about 2 or 3 feet from capacity. There is a process that we'll kind of partner and work with the state as far as getting that water.
Stocked?
Well, stocked, and we've got several staff members on hand that are ready to jump at that opportunity. Challenge accepted type of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got you. Several of our coaches and Coach Striner, athletic director, they're big fishermen, and they're ready. They're laying in waiting to stock that thing up for us. We got to get the oxygen level right. A new pond, it takes a little bit of time. You have to introduce some plant life to support that.
You got to get some forage for them to,
sure.
to grow and
produce. And some cover. And Mr. Graham and his kids are kind of in the planning process. There's some artificial cover now is a big deal,
right?
In fisheries.
It is, yes, it is.
And it's through PVC and things of that nature. So that'll be some projects that they'll work on this winter to get that thing ready, and hopefully towards the end of the school year next year, they'll be ready to start utilizing that space. It's going to be really neat. I don't know of anybody else that has a setup like that on campus.
I don't either, and I tell you, that's always been a problem with that fish and archery project. Is the archery's easy. You can find a facility for the most part and use it, but has extra care about who's on the other side of it and this and that, and who comes in and who leaves and so on and so forth. But you've always had to take them off site.
Right.
To practice those things. You teach them how to tie lures all day, and you teach them how to all those things with in the classroom setting. But you've got to put them on a bus, and you got to transport them somewhere to a facility to practice.
Sure. And we'll have that right there out back, within walking distance. So it's fun, and they're going to get into rod design. We plan to grow that to the point where they're turning rods, and we'll have some kind of form of a black diamond rod that they'll be producing here.
I'm sure one of those will wind up in the auction or something.
Absolutely. Now it's kind of in the fledgling stage, but that will happen. And Mr. Graham, we've talked even pouring some of our own lures from a soft bait standpoint.
Good. These are things that the community, I'm sure 80% of them don't know about, haven't heard about. This is great stuff that even I'm finding out today. I didn't know that this was a situation that we were that we even had in the works to do, and we're already light years ahead of it, where we thought we would be.
Going back to that archery, the retrofitted animal room that we talked about earlier, Mr. Graham, they got in there, him and those kids got in there and went to work quick. We have cleaned that out. They have cleaned that out. They even had a front loader in there doing a lot of that work, getting it cleaned up. And they have retrofitted that room now is an indoor archery room. So when you talk about having to transport kids off site or go somewhere, to shoot to somebody's, pasture or whatever,
right?
We've got it set up in that room. They can do it all year long, rain or shine, so to speak.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and talking to us tonight. One thing I was going to bring up, Parker's in here with you, and you've got we got the other one, Cooper, down on the field, and we've got a little bit of work to do. But we need to find a way to put the ball in the end zone a couple times, and we'll be playing again next week. So.
Yeah, I think so. I had a couple missed opportunities early there, but I think I don't know that anybody would have put us here. Coming into tonight's contest, we've got an opportunity. We're in this ball game right now, and I think the Black Diamonds, have got a shot. And I would be remiss if I didn't take a minute to recognize Coach Tyler. In year two, we're in 2 years in a row in the quarterfinals here.
Yeah, no doubt.
And what he's done with the program, and from an administrator standpoint and a parent standpoint. A lot of people know that Coach was FCA Coach of the Year last year. Coach Tyler's an outstanding football coach, but he's an even better man. And the work that he's done as far as the expectation for his staff and these kids and the relationship that he's built with these kids and to get what he's gotten out of them 2 years, that doesn't happen, by chance.
That's correct. That's exactly right.
Just done a great job, and hats off to him, and we're blessed to have him and his family here part of our district.
Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for that. That was exactly, you were spot on with those words, and we appreciate that very much. Thanks for coming up,
Thank you, Coach.
Yes,
appreciate
it.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Shannon Van in Sallisaw today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect delicious, freshly fried chicken complemented by more than 10 home-style sides along with delectable desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week, filled with all your favorites. In a hurry? Drop by the drive-thru window and order up all your favorites. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw. Warning, chicken so good, it will knock your socks off.
Hi, I'm Mickey Kimball with the Sallisaw Now Coalition, and this is Summer McGar. We wanted to let you know about Oklahoma's social host law.
The law holds people responsible for making sure that minors under 21 do not drink alcohol on their property or in their home.
Even if the homeowner is not physically present, they will still be held responsible.
Please remember, those who host lose the most.
Join us at Sallisaw Now Coalition for more information. Together, we can build a safer community.
Excuse me. Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? I heard you might be him. If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
Here's Santa Claus.
When considering where to have a wedding, birthday party, shower, anniversary, class reunion, or company party, make the easy, perfect choice. Willow Valley Venue in Sallisaw. Willow Valley Venue is a beautiful, modern white barn on 17 acres, featuring amazing bridal and groom cottages and is close to hotels and restaurants. Packages to fit any occasion are available. Like and follow them on Facebook or call 918-315-0406. Willow Valley Venue, where memories are made.
Sallisaw Dental Care is your place for excellent dental care and an experience that will change the way you think about dentistry. From in-office implant placement and Invisalign treatment to laser procedures and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Gray and Dr. Dotson offer treatment plans to fit every smile. Exciting news! You can now visit Sallisaw Dental Care for your Botox and filler needs. We look forward to seeing you. Go Black Diamonds!
For 40 years, Stavely Insurance has been the go-to company when it comes to keeping you and yours protected. They specialize in commercial insurance as well as home, auto, motorcycle, boat, RV, farm, and life. Stavely Insurance is a brokerage. That means they shop for you, finding the best coverage at the best price while offering convenient monthly payments. The problem solvers at Stavely Insurance concern themselves with your coverage, so you don't have to. Stavely Insurance, 204 East Cherokee in Sallisaw. When you're in a hurry and hungry, just pull your car into Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard for Sallisaw's best breakfast on the go. You're gonna love the food, the big burritos, the biscuit sandwiches, the breakfast platters, and the best biscuits and gravy around. Yum! Diamond Express is well stocked with all your favorites. Great food, yummy snacks, hot and cold beverages, lottery tickets, and much more. When you need fuel for your body or fuel for your car, come into Diamond Express, 712 South Kerr Boulevard in Sallisaw.
Forever Memories Funeral Services welcomes you to take advantage of the services they offer, from pre-planning to uniquely designing a celebration of the life journey of your loved one. Forever Memories has local ownership. They've lived in this community for many generations. With a caring staff and a beautiful facility, Forever Memories is dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities affordably with dignity. Forever Memories Funeral Services on Highway 101, just north of Sallisaw.
J&D Steakhouse is Sequoyah County's premier steakhouse, serving USDA certified 7 Oak steaks, burgers, and chops, as well as seafood, chicken fried steak, and amazing salads. Specials include Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursdays, and more. Happy hour daily 4 to 6. J&D Steakhouse, a place for good food, friends, and family, and live music. 230 North Oak in Sallisaw. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. J&D Steakhouse. Oh, it's good.
And we are back. Welcome back to Mixed TV Sports, Channel 19 here in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. Well, on Sallisaw Black Diamonds, home for sports. And we are in Elgin, Oklahoma, here in Comanche County, outside of Lawton and Fort Sill, as the Black Diamonds are on the road here in Class 4A4 quarterfinal matchup with the Elgin Owls. It's a 15-point ball game. Sallisaw is going to get the ball back in the second half when it starts up. They are doing their halftime warm-ups now. I was going to kind of take a turn and give some halftime. Or do you want to do stats, and then we'll give scores around the state?
Trivia question. We got to do the trivia question.
Yeah, we do.
Charlie's Chicken trivia question.
Even better. Okay.
Okay. Name the Black Diamond that holds the record for the longest kickoff return for a touchdown. Hunter Capehart, Jace Nicholson, or Cooper Carr?
Let's read that back.
Those
Name the Black Diamond that
I don't
holds
know
the record for the longest. So the longest kickoff return for a touchdown. Okay. All right.
In school history. And here's the thing. That was broken. It stood for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden it was broken 1, 2, 3, 4 times, something like that. And I tell you what, the one who owns the record, it's a long one. May not, if you know, because 94 yards held for, or 92 or 94 held for the longest time by Steve Davis. But anyway.
Right. And Cooper Carr was in the early 2010s, and then Jace Nicholson and Hunter Capehart they played in the late 2010s, right? They overlap a little bit?
Kind of went in this order. Cooper Carr is the oldest.
Yep.
Capehart followed him. Nicholson followed Capehart. He was a few years behind Capehart, but kind of in a row.
All in the 2010s.
All in the 2010s, yes. And, we talk about our listeners from around the world. We've got one in Anchorage, Alaska, trying to stay up with us in a watching from a jump zone in Anchorage, Alaska. Tanner Ely.
Oh, really?
One of Johnny Dale's grandson and Hooch Boy, listening in from Anchorage, Alaska. So we're glad to have him on here.
Well, they'd be early there. It'd be much earlier than it is here. It'd be, what, 4 o'clock there, 4 in the afternoon. Or there, I'm just guessing. 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, if you go west, yeah, you're going to go earlier in the day. That West Coast. Oh. The last frontier.
Well,
Alaska.
Black Diamonds get the ball back for the second half, and they're still, this is a brand new ball game here. Black Diamonds have done a great job of moving the football, and put a long drive together and scored. And we need that to happen right here in this initial drive for us.
I'm gonna get myself situated. I'm gonna stand up. That was interesting. I listened to part of that interview. A lot of good things happen in Sallisaw High School, and Sallisaw schools in general. So, good interview, Coach. Now it's time for the second half here in the quarters. The kick's going to go to Tay Muskrat Flynn. Down around the 12-yard line, out to the 20, 25, 26, 27 or so yard line where the Black Diamond offense will come out. They're going to move left to right if you're listening. If you're watching, you already know that. First down and 10. Case Adams, the quarterback. They said Coach Walkenstick, his halftime analysis was since 55, who's one of their very best players, got hurt. 77 took his place, and then they're kind of moving people around. So they're making do.
Trying to find a fit. And he came in. 77 was also. 55 was also playing a lot of defensive snaps early.
Case Adams is going to give him a gain on the play for the forward progress. Gain of 1. 77 on the tackle, doing a dance. Gain of 1, second down and 9. Black Diamonds have the ball at the 29-yard line. They're going to have 3 wide receivers to the near side. And tied in to the far. Looks like they're going to have a blitz. Zero's coming with a blitz. He gets picked up. They're going to throw it right where it came from. It was intended for Hightower. Ball falls incomplete. Third down. See what Coach Tyler and Coach Lamb have cooked up here on 3rd and long. Need a good long sustained drive. 3 wide receivers. Bottom of your screen. Now they're going to try to throw a post route to Cooper Cox. And it's picked off by number 24. That's his second of the game. That's Bryce Martin. He's got a head of steam. He picks up a block. He's got brought down. He was brought down inside the 20. It'll be first down and 10 for the Owls in Black Diamond red zone territory.
Dagan Grizzle with the tackle. I thought for a minute there when Cooper gave him a shove, if he goes down, that's almost better than a punt.
That's what I was hopeful for.
But he was able to get his feet underneath him and bring it all the way back. That's about a that was
20, 40.
That was almost a 46, 48-yard return.
First down and 10 for the Owls. Up by 15, under 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a give. They're going to call a penalty.
I think they're going to call a penalty if they call it because they motioned in and cracked our linebacker.
Blindside block,
and
crack block.
I mean, I don't know what they're going to call here. I'm just
right. There's a possibility because of the motion.
That's what he did. That's what he called.
Good eye, Coach. That will be.
I haven't seen that called a lot, but I don't see a lot of people cracking back these days. That used to be something that was
taught.
That was taught from 7th grade.
That's right. On like a sweep play
or
whatever. But
that is linebacker is. He's got his eyes upfield, and he is a defenseless player.
He is. So that makes it a 10-yard penalty. Three wide receivers for the Owls. Empty backfield. It's going to be a swing pass. He falls. look like 11 and 8 were pursuing, and 34 lost his feet. So the Diamonds were in position, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and long. Yeah, no gain on the play. Just a swing pass.
Well, 55 is back in the game for Elgin. They must have wrapped him up and
fresh tape.
Yeah, fresh tape, and he's back. He's back at offensive tackle.
Off to the left side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4 wide receivers, balance set on either side. Quarterback Laura back to pass. Going to throw an out route. Ball falls incomplete. Receiver was open. They were giving him a cushion, and just failed to play. Throw and catch on that one. Good for the Black Diamonds. Going to bring up. Okay, so it's 2nd and 25. So there was a loss on that. Yeah,
it's going to be 3rd and 25.
Yeah, 3rd and 25 now. So on that first down play, it was a loss of. They just hadn't updated the scoreboard. I was cheating looking at the scoreboard. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm no George Washington, but I'll keep it real. Let's see here. Now it's 3rd and 25.
Changed it.
Okay. They've got a wing back to the left side. It's going to be like a little jet sweep. No, it's a pass, actually.
And we're going to have a procedure penalty.
It's a forward pass coming across the line of
That
scrimmage.
is a forward. If it's dropped, it's incomplete. Safe pass.
So it's going to be a procedure 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd and 30 then. Ball's on the 41-yard line. So Sallsaw's going to try to keep everything in front of them here. Number 0 comes back in the game. He's their speedy back. And they're going to have 3 wide receivers trips to our side over here, and they're going to flex out that tight end 88 to the far side with 1 running back, number 0 we just mentioned, Braxton Atuna. 3rd and 30. Let's see what they do. Black Diamonds trying to get some pressure. Ball is complete.
And it's out, and we got it.
Fumble recovery. Nice job by the Black Diamonds. Going to be a turnover. Who is that? Tay Muskrat Flynn?
With the fumble recovery. I think Blunt reached in there and jerked that out.
Good job, 15. Caden Blunt. They ran that play all during practice. The Owls had during the pregame, where they run that little 5 to 7 yard in, and they run it pretty well. And the Diamonds were there to defend it, kept it in front of them, and forced a turnover. 1st down and 10 for the Black Diamonds here in the 3rd quarter. Case Adams going to throw a little screen to Cooper Cox. Steps inside of 1. Keeps his feet moving. Good gain on the play for the Black Diamonds.
It's going to be a gain of about 7.
Brody Nickel helping him up. Good to see Brody Nickel back in full speed, or 100%, I guess I mean to say. You remember he had a tough hit that he took in Eufaula and went to on the road to recovery, and he's back here in the playoffs. He was back last week. 2nd down for the Diamonds. Cooper Cox coming across. They're going to throw a little out route.
Oh.
Ball fall. Did it fall incomplete?
I don't know. He's calling it a catch.
He called
I don't know that was a catch. That was a little. That sailed on him a little bit, and Cole got a hand on it, and it flipped right in his hands.
So it's going to be an interception and a turnover. The Diamonds are going to give the ball back to Elgin at the 46-yard line. So the Diamonds are going to hope and try to make another turnover. I'm not sure how many turnovers that is thus far for the whole game for both teams, but that's number 0, Atuna. He gets ahead of Steam. Let's see if they move the chains. They do, so it's better than a 10-yard run. And they get it. The Elgin, they get a pep in their step when they get a fortunate play like that, don't they?
Yes.
calling the play from the sideline. 3, Trey's Laura. Quarterback's going to give again. Diamond
And
defense.
that's what they you know, it's almost like they kind of got cute a little bit. Started throwing the ball and doing a bunch of stuff that we haven't seen a lot of. And, you know, every time they've just lined up and went at us, they've got a definite advantage there.
Just running the ball straight ahead. Well, that brings up 2nd down and 2 as we approach 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 15-point ball game. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Tight end 88 is to the near side. Yeah, they're going to be giving it again to 0. And he keeps his feet. And he keeps his feet once again. Spins. That's just a good run, Coach.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
that's
got to give
impressive
credit
run.
to that. That
Yeah.
really was. He's a drastic change from 34. Where 34 is a basher, this is a slasher here.
Yeah, he's asking to be brought out of the
Yeah,
game.
he needs a blow. He needs. Now they're bringing it back. Do we have a flag down?
Let's take a look. I was watching the spins and the diamond pursuit.
There it is. There's the hole. There's the flag laying on the 20-yard line.
A homer broadcaster would say that it had to be something, you know. So that is fortunate for the Diamonds in that the Owls will be moved back. That will make it 2nd down and about 5 to go. Now 34 is back in the game. As the tailback, Ritzenmeyer. They're going to give it to him. He gets past that first level. And
Elgin does a good job of comboing at the point of attack and creating lanes right there.
Yes, they do. Looks like they're bringing different personnel. No. Yeah, 5's coming out. Okay, we've got 1st and 10, balls on the 18-yard line. Approaching 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Owls are moving right to left. All right, here's a bootleg. Quarterback's going to throw out that little second option. The fullback was covered, and
well, they flood that sideline. They had a push route that went up the boundary, ran a corner off, and then they had an underneath route, and then they just high load our outside hanger.
Had 3
there.
levels of wide receivers.
And he was on a deep drag and found him wide open.
All set up by the running game.
Yes.
That makes it 27-6, Elgin. The kicker. The snap's good. Holds good. And the extra point is good. That makes the game 28-6. The Sallisaw will get the ball back. Going to need to try to get a good drive and go get a score. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break right here on Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
When you need a plumber, your ace in the hole is Rocky Top Plumbing. Whether it's new construction, remodels, repairs, commercial, or residential, Rocky Top's got you covered. Serving eastern Oklahoma, we do video drain inspection, line locating, sewer lines, water lines, natural gas, and propane lines. Plus excavation, tankless water heaters, and more. Financing is available. Rocky Top Plumbing, where a flush beats a full house. Dial 918-776-7655. Rocky Top Plumbing. License number 54559.
So the Diamonds are coming back here onto the field with the return team for the Elgin kickoff. 22-point ball game.
Try to get some score updates out of 4A.
Yeah, tell me so.
Tuttle is rolling up Hilldale 35-7.
35-7. Okay.
Wagner's flexing their muscles against Clinton 22-0, and Bethany is extend their lead 16-6 on Ada.
And here we got 28-6 so far.
Vian is up 28-7 on Beggs.
Here comes a reverse. It's going to be to Oft. Flynn gave it to Oft, and he brings it out to the 27 or 28-yard line. Yeah, you've got some heavy hitters in 4A in the playoffs. For the longest time, in the late 90s and the early 2000s, Clinton owned it. In the early 90s, Ada owned 4A. I mean,
Well,
my
that's
goodness.
true. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Dale City has gotten Bishop McGinnis down in 56-0 in the third. Got a heck of a ball game at Newcastle. Pryor up 25-24.
That's Cooper Cox on the hitch route.
Gain of 6.
6.5 minutes to go with a 22-point ball game as the Diamonds are going to kind of go to a bit of a hurry up. He's going to throw it out to Tay Muskrat Flynn. That ball should have been going forward.
And they called it dead.
Okay, so it was a forward pass. Elgin.
Here's kind of a shocker. Booker T is down 22-14 to Guthrie at Booker T. I really thought that one, Booker T, from what I'd heard, that they were. And the University of Carl Albert again has Claremore down 35-7.
They are the Titans. I mean, every year they send a bunch of dudes to Oklahoma.
Okay, here's the stat for you. And I lost it at one time. I think this was maybe 2 years ago or something like that. They were 19-0 in the semifinals.
Really? Just peeling them off.
I mean, this was a few years back.
Yeah.
And then they were something like 18-1 in the finals.
Fake to Mayfield on the jet sweep. 77 trying for.
And I tell you what, that young man's a fine player, and he's kind of he flexed his muscles here a lot.
Yeah, 77's playing well. Black Diamond punt team has to come out. Has to come on the field. Excuse me. As a coach, when a team that you played, like, prior, earlier in the year, you kind of hope and cheer for them, right? Like, hey, sure.
Yeah.
You hope they.
I mean, it was nice to see 3 teams out of our district advance to the second round.
I agree.
Now, I don't know if any of them will get out of the second, but.
Nelson on the punt this time. That's a good punt.
Takes a great bounce.
That's number 14.
That's number 13.
Sorry. I meant Creed Nelson was a punt. Was it 14?
A punter. Down by Brockoff.
Okay.
Wearing Aiden Rue as his number. We got to get that straight tonight.
Yeah. So
we hear the word we get. Aiden's sitting in a lazy chair tonight,
watching the ball game,
eating pops and eating Doritos at Marley Abel's house.
Yeah, we're glad he's good. Glad he's at home watching and doing well. First down and 10, 5.5 to go. Black Diamonds are going to need a turnover here. They were fortunate to get a good punt. That was an important fourth down play. It's going to be again to 34. Black Diamond defense is still playing tough.
There's Cash Keeps. That's a great play by Cash Keeps. He had lost inside leverage there. He was about to get pinned. He came out underneath the blocker, wrong hatted him, made the play. They're saying it's on us. It's face mask on us.
That's what the quarterback's. Yeah.
Personal foul face mask.
It's going to be a 15-yarder. So it goes from a no gain to 15 yards and moving the chains. So Elgin has the ball here with 5 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ball's on the 38. Motion man. He's going to give it on the jet sweep. He dances around, eventually finds the lane, turns it upfield. 5 or 6 yard gain on the play. That's number 1. We haven't seen him carry the ball.
Haven't seen him
Casey
at night.
Meyer.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of weapons over there. It's Kason Meyer. He's a sophomore linebacker and wide receiver. So second down and 4 after the 6 yard gain. Quarterback looks, and then he takes it, finds a seam up the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets the first down. First down for the Owls across midfield.
I alluded to this earlier. You know that quarterback number 3. That's Curtis Lohr's son, who's a longtime head coach. He's the one that put Elgin on the map. I mean, so in a sense, that's a coach's kid.
I see.
Know.
He grew up on this at the stadium.
And I talked to Dad. You know, he's got some offers from the NCAA Division II schools around here, and he's also a really good baseball player too.
34. Eventually, he kept knocking on the door, had a spin move, got ahead of steam, took off running.
Yeah, that gives him 3 scores tonight.
A guy like that is just difficult to bring down over and over and over. Sometimes they're just going to.
Well, that was really well blocked on the edge. They set the edge, and he got to the second level and made a couple miss. And he can also run a little bit, too.
Oh, yeah, he turned it on there. That's Ritzenmeyer. I believe he's the brother of Kaysenmeyer, who's holding on this play. Agado to kick. The kick is up, and it is good. So that's going to make the score 35-6. The Elgin Owls, they're a dangerous team.
Well, it's like I was telling you earlier. You know, those big bodies like that. You know, it's like you know they double so many times. You know, and get good movement. Gotten surge on us tonight. It's like carrying them. You know, like carrying them piggyback up these stairs, and it gets troublesome and tiresome.
Well, it's time to go to our plays of yesteryear. We want to get our third quarter one in because we got under 4 minutes to go. Go to a play of yesteryear.
This is from Miami in 2000. This is a 10-yard touchdown pass from Chris Sharp, little boot pass here to a guy by the name of Derek Fine, who was quite a player.
Yes.
Number 20.
Yep, I remember going to watch
this.
That
They
game.
went on to win this playoff game 20-6 over the War Dogs.
I taught number 14 everything he knows.
So
no doubt about
we got to go back to the I don't know how in the world I got three or four different answers on this play on the Charlie Chicken's trivia question.
We're going to come back to it after the next.
We'll come back to this because it's. I asked one of them, "How'd you even know that?"
He was probably watching it right here on Mixed TV Sports Channel 19. I would hope back in the day. I'm trying to think if I know the answer. No. It's, okay. It's going to be Brody Nickel on the return, wearing number 1 tonight.
So let's go back to the Charlie's Chicken trivia question.
Sounds good.
The first answer I got right was from my niece, Jennifer Curry. I don't know how in the world she knew the answer to that.
That's impressive.
And then Kale got it right. And the reason why Kale got it right is because Kale was in on he was back deep on this.
Oh.
The winner of this trivia question is Jennifer Curry. I don't know how in the world she knew that. But Cooper Carr, 2013, 97 yards. This is Kenyon Hill.
Yeah, nice play by Kenyon Hill and Black Diamonds. Yeah,
run for 8. Good gain. Good to get him going again.
So 97 yards.
97 yards. Now Cale says it was against Rogers. Lou thinks it's against Webster.
Okay.
Because I didn't look at the film. So anyway, either one we played them both during that time.
Rogers, toss of Webster, not Rogers.
But Cooper told me the story as it goes. The ball was kicked off and it rattled around back there, and I guess Cale was yelling at him to get on the ball. Anyway, that's Hill on the carry again. He's going to lose about 2 on the play. Anyway,
Cooper Carr picked it up at 3 and took it to the house.
Picked it up, and he was so scared he took it to the house.
I mean, the only way to survive is to not be touched.
That's right. That's right. So let's go back to this. You know, for the longest time, 94 yards was I think it was 94 and 92. Steve Davis held that record for over 35, 40 years.
I didn't know that.
And then I had a young man named Mike Edwards come into my office one day, and he said, "Coach, I tied that record in high school." And I said, "Well, bring me proof of that, and we'll see." And so he brought it in, and sure enough, he brought in that Tulsa World article, and it had it on
sure
there.
enough?
And against Pryor or somebody, and so we put him in the record books.
What year abouts was the Tulsa World article from?
87, 6, 7, 8,
Okay,
somewhere in
all
that.
right.
Somewhere in that.
They're in the
you know.
VHS days.
Yeah.
I got you.
Jace Nicholson had a 95-yarder, and Hunter Capehart had a 94-yarder, and then 5 other guys have 92-yarders. Okay, so
Yeah,
so
go
that
ahead.
was. But now Kel Wilson is number 1. Now he averaged 44 yards a kickoff return over career. He has a career average that may not ever be broken. And then David Hadley is number 1 in return yardage for punts with a career of a 28-yard return average. Both of those guys were dangerous guys, and they fielded the ball and would always give you good field positions once they got it.
Sure-handed, always made sure.
That's right.
That's makes a difference of about.
So I've
about
got,
four
and I've
different
got
first
another
downs.
text here. Quint Scofus says it's Tulsa Rogers. So I'm gonna go with Quint.
Okay.
Quint knows.
Okay. The Ropers.
The Ropers.
Okay. All right, so he's going to swing it out to Hill. Hill makes the play. Going to be good for a first down. Good job, Kenyon Hill. And
it's going to be a gain of about
Case Adams.
12.
You know, Case Adams is still a 10th grader out there. You know, he's played hard all year long.
He has, and he has done a great job of reading a lot of plays that we put him into position.
And Jackson Harris ran the ball really well earlier in the year. Then Case came on to make some throws, and then they went back and forth. And it was very complimentary football is what I mean to say. Kenyon Hill.
We traded our tight end, meaning we went from a pro twin set to a trip set, and they shifted their defense and ate that up.
Brings up second down and 14. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Now 2:20. Diamonds have a wide receiver split wide to the far side. Who's going to call timeout?
I think Elgin takes the timeout right there. I think they're misaligned, and they wanted to talk to their kids and get an adjustment made. So
We'll take it with them, right?
There we go. There you go.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, Coach. We'll be right back here on Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
Michael Bench from the Mix 1051. I moved back home to Sallisaw, and 2 weeks after I arrived, lightning struck my AC unit, and it was toast. I called LaCosta at Oberste Insurance, and she quickly got the ball rolling with the American Farmers and Ranchers folks, and my AC was replaced in just a few days. They were extremely professional. Thanks again for the great service. Folks, if you want this level of service, stop by 1213 East Cherokee or on the other end of 775-6233.
And we are back, Black Diamond fans, coming out of an Elgin timeout. We're second and about 14 for the Black Diamonds. Jackson Harris is in the game for the first time tonight.
As a running back?
As a running back.
They give it to him, and he's running hard, but
that's a play that that they've seen us have a lot of success with, and they've stood on that play tonight.
Live and die by the read. Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. Diamonds have 3 wide receivers with 1 tight end onto the near side. Now Harris goes in motion. He's going up the boundary. They're going to try to get it to him. No, they're going to try to throw it to. There's too many guys back there. 4 guys were in position. Fortunate the ball fell incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Jackson. Right there is going to bring up a fourth and 15. And
Diamonds will bring the punt squad out on the field. Nelson, number 14, is the punter. Another good punt. And it is downed again by 13 Oft, wearing Ruiz's jersey for the evening. We'll keep it right here as the Diamond defense comes out on the field. I'm interested to see if Vian keeps that 28. You said 28-7 a minute ago, right?
Yes. Yes, I haven't been going back and
Oh,
forth.
it's all right. No, we've been covering a lot of different things. As the clock strikes past the 9 o'clock hour here in Elgin, Oklahoma. Going to be a stretch play. Now it's a new running back. Number 2 gets in the game. Gain on the play. It's Brody Morrison. He's a junior. Second down and 5. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. I'd say second down and 6. That's what I'm going with. Elgin gives the ball again to number 2. Gets ahead of steam. Past the line to gain. It's going to be a first down.
Well, they've used a play. That's the 4th running back they've used tonight. They've got the
34 and 0, right?
34 is Myers is a junior. 0 is a sophomore. And 1 is a sophomore. And 2 is a junior. So all of those guys, I've always said this, that these playoff games make teams stronger because of the practices they get. And we're just going to take us to the fourth quarter. But getting back to my story.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh,
the reps there, like compound interest.
That's exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly
the more reps you get,
think about it, Coach. You get 16 more practices if you go to the state finals if you're a sophomore. Okay, so think about it like this: if you go to the semifinals as a sophomore and you're playing, and you go the second round as a junior.
Quarters. Yeah.
But here's the thing: on just by games played alone, you're starting your senior year 5 games into your senior year, just by games played.
Oh, you've got to. Yeah, ahead of all the other 12th graders.
It's a huge advantage.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Just like interest, huh?
That's right.
I didn't think about it like that. These are the things that coaches think about, isn't it? This is the things that keep you up at night.
But it's also.
Well, that's why you want to get to the and Sallisaw will have more games under their belt because they made it to the quarters this year.
That's right. And I've always said this: those young kids that are around the program, the freshmen and sophomores, that just get to be around it, that are on the team, they get to see the pageantry. They get to see that it's different kind of atmosphere in the playoff games than it is in the
district games
exactly
or the pre-district schedule.
Yeah, I mean, you get to make the nice trips. I mean, some of these kids will never go to Elgin again in their lives. You know what I mean?
I got you. When my kid walked in tonight, his eyes were big, and he said, "Man, look, this place is nice."
Yeah.
And the atmosphere is different. It's just a whole different vibe, isn't it?
Very much so it is.
Quarterback's going to throw it deep. He throws a deep post route. They set it up with the play action pass, and Elgin scores again. That's Corday Ritchie. He's a sophomore, and Coach,
well,
I think that
again, that's Breeze. You run the stretch, and then you come back and you throw the post over the top. That's textbook Ryan Breeze stuff right there.
And you have to honor one of the two.
You certainly do.
Because, I'm no apologist, but the Elgin offensive line is impressive. Like if you look at
we haven't seen one like
disparity,
this.
but in weight is just.
And the surge that they've gotten tonight, just because, like you said earlier, it's a physics problem.
31 on to kick that time. That's, again, Aiden Delgado. So makes it 42-6. So the Sallisaw Black Diamonds have run into a dangerous Elgin team. But you can be sure the Black Diamonds always play hard to the end and with Black Diamond pride. So we'll be right back here on Mixed TV Sports right after this break.
It's self-assuredness, the poise that comes from looking and feeling your best. It's the freedom to let go and be yourself, and the self-esteem you feel when you know you're the best you can be. It changes how you see the world and how others see you, and it can change your life. For your life-changing smile, call Dr. Aubrey Henshaw at Aesthetic Dental Institute. Neighborhood dentist, world-class care.
There's a good look at our Sallisaw crowd that made the 3.5-hour trip all the way out here to Elgin tonight.
Yeah,
I tell you what, when I got on the turnpike today, everybody was ready to either go to the game or get home because I had to go 87 miles an hour to pass a guy pulling a track hoe today. He was,
really?
He was ready to call it. He was ready. His Miller time somewhere for him.
I saw an article, a news article, and it said, "Are speed limits even a thing anymore?" Because you know what I mean. Like, if you don't, like,
you get run over.
It's right. I had my first taste of it was at the University of Arkansas, and the traffic up there, and I said, "Man." So I'm back in Sallisaw. And the ball falls out
of bounds.
Sorry, thank you, Coach. Diamonds will have the ball. First down and 10 at the 35. A lot of good places to eat. Where are you going to eat tomorrow?
Well, I'll be watching those grandsons wrestle tomorrow. So
You'll be eating at the concession stand. That's where
I'll probably be. You know, that first one, he's a they're both lightweights, you know, so they'll probably be right off the floor when that first whistle's blown. So, especially that 43-pounder.
It gets exciting, doesn't it?
Well, you know, it's exciting to watch them for sure. You know, and I was talking about that. I was thinking about that. You know, I can remember when those Jackson boys. You know, Parker was in the booth tonight here for a minute, and then you had we've got Cooper down on the field. And you blinked, and those guys graduated on Brad. You know,
time goes by really quickly. Harris is the quarterback. Who's back there with him? Let's see here. Is that 9? The running back. Yeah, regardless of the outcome, I'm very proud of the Black Diamonds. Made the quarterfinals.
Well,
they've
had
this trip.
You know, here's the thing. You go back to last year. We've had 3 overtime wins. 2 of them this year.
Yeah.
And one when we were, you know, everybody thought we were dead. At down 14-0 or 21-0 at Hilldale.
Absolutely.
7-0 at Poto, but we hadn't generated any offense to that point. You know. Nice job blocking on the edge by Green, and that's Brody Nickel.
Yeah, number 1, Nickel. That's right.
Gain of about 11 for Cox.
That's been a good play all season.
You know, here's the thing. Adams is he's 13 of 18 tonight, and you know, really good percentage. He's made a couple of he's got 2 interceptions. You know,
1 touchdown pass.
1 touchdown pass.
One that was really close. It could have been 2. It could have been 2 with that initial.
I asked the coaches at halftime. I said, "Hey, did I?
What was the
see
call?
Something wrong? Did anybody signal anything? I never saw anybody signal. You know, usually they sell it. He was out of bounds,
sure,
or whatever.
Or they'll slap the ground.
Yeah,
you know.
And Mo, Larry, and Curly just ran up there and grabbed the ball and took it back to the line of scrimmage. You know.
Second down and 9 for the Diamonds. Case Adams, quarterback. He's got 2 wide receivers on either side of the ball. Adams going to throw out into the flats to Brody Nickel. Brody's tough.
Gain of about 4, but boy, I had images of Eufaula.
Coach, he's tough as nails, isn't he? Good to see him up and running off. Yeah, go check on Brody for sure. That's a tough play when you're not looking. 4 wide receivers, 3 of them on the far side. Going to try to throw. They were throwing it to Hightower.
Set right there on that flood. Set right down on it, too.
Yeah, and I think he's going to take it all the way in for a touchdown. 10-5. Elgin for the score. So the Elgin Owls just have too many ponies.
They do.
They just have too many ponies.
They've, you know. Because I tell you, Hightower was, when I looked, when I watched that play develop, I thought Hightower, he was open. And then that linebacker just sat right there and didn't move and waited on him to come to him.
Yeah, Elgin defensive players, they're in position. 42-point ball game. $31 for the extra point. That's Aiden Delgado. So that makes it a 43-point ball game. The Black Diamonds will get the ball back here in the quarterfinals. Under 10 minutes to go. We'll be right back here on the Mix TV Sports Channel 19.
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself this. Of all the times you've made it at home, has it ever tasted like our McMuffin? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maybe we McGriddles lovers have done a bad job of relaying this. But there are pockets of syrupy goodness hidden in the McGriddles cakes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And we're back live here on the Mix. David Martin here with Coach Craig Benson, watching the Black Diamonds in the quarterfinal run where they, Elgin is 11-0, and they're the best team in the state of Oklahoma until somebody proves otherwise.
And they might be the second best team in 5A, too. They really might be. They were 5A the last 2 years. You know, they came up here Claremore came up here and got them last year and held them to no points and beat them 14-0, I think was the case. But Claremore had a really good quarterback. That's Coach Etheridge's son, and he basically engineered 2 drives that put them away and ended up moving on to the semis. But, you know, I think outside of Carl Albert, they may be the best team in 5A and 4A.
And the two classes.
And so, you know, when you play a team like this, you have got to take advantage of things that come your way, and it can spin out of control in a hurry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're a good ball team. But I am proud of the Black Diamonds for playing hard all the way to the end, man.
Yeah.
And the Diamonds are going to have a lot of guys coming back next year. And they've got some talented kids in the 8th grade who might get to see some special teams time next year. And they've got a good group of 9th graders, and those 10th and 11th graders are going to be moving up. So, 2 years in a row into the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Again.
Scoff at.
Again.
Coach Tyler's won a lot of ball games.
That's 16 more practices than what they had before.
That's right. And they're going to give to...
That's Harris.
10, yep.
That's Harris. That's going to be a loss of 1.
Trying to see here. 3, 4. I'm doing some math, sorry. Yeah, you were saying something a second ago. You may have already said it. I was saying, some runs just come to an end,
Yeah. And we had a chance with the early the game started like we needed it to. We got a couple of turnovers. We got great field position, and then we took a drive and we went and scored, and we're right there in it. And then we had some things happen to us. That's going to be Harris.
Yeah, good strong
That's
run.
It's going to be a run of about 12.
Yeah, the Diamonds are going to graduate 17 seniors or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, very proud of them.
This
Beat
is a hard
Poto.
day.
Hey,
Yeah.
for me, if you're asking Dave Martin, what's the best moment of the year? Beat Poto.
Beat Poto.
Beat Poto. Isn't that terrible? It doesn't diminish or make a silver lining of this game, but a lot of good things happened this year for the Black Diamonds. Is what I mean to say.
Right.
Hilldale jumped out early. Sallisaw spotted them, 14 points?
I missed that game, remember? I wasn't there.
Yeah, but you were watching, right?
Well,
yeah.
I was trying to get my popcorn open, and it's 21-0.
Yeah. What happened? What y'all let happen?
Right.
Is that what you said?
Right.
I missed one game, and what happened? And then Ada.
I think we were first 2 passes. We were 2 for 2 to them for touchdowns.
Yeah, not Ada. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was thinking about all the overtime and clutch plays that the Diamonds had this year. A lot to be proud of and a lot to build on.
Harris on the carry, going to give him 5 carries, another gain of 2.
Meyer comes back in the game for the Owls, in for Donnelly, number 18. He's coming out. So, You said that Wagner's going to advance, right? I'm feeling it. I'm thinking. All right. Adams fakes it to Harris. Adams keeps it for himself.
It's going to be a gain of about, call it a righteous 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Wagner up on Clinton 29-0. Tuttle is taking care of Hilldale 49-7, and Bethany is up 23-6 on Ada. So we had 3 teams tonight from our district, and it looks like all 3 may not advance. So here's the thing. Here's who gets who though in the semifinals.
Okay.
Elgin is gonna get Wagner.
Is that Cooper Cox?
That's Cooper
Still
Cox.
playing hard all the way to the end. Good job, Cooper.
Well, I don't know if he got to the sticks.
I don't either. That was.
Yeah, it's going to be a turnover on
downs.
And then
he's fighting hard. He's
yes,
fighting hard.
And then Tuttle will then get Bethany.
Okay.
So,
That's
and I'm
gonna
not
be your final four.
mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look at this. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to say that Tuttle and Bethany came out of the same district, and I may be wrong. Bethany may be.
In the other Western.
Yeah, they may be. I got to check this out and see.
I got you. Bethany was 8-2. The Bethany Broncos with an H. So Elgin is going to give to the fourth or fifth running back of the night. That's number 41. He runs like he could start for most teams in the state. That's Dalvin Clark. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, Bethany was 3rd in that Tuttle district. And then with Blanchard, Blanchard got upset in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And so
they got upset by Clinton by 1 point.
Yeah, and here's another thing that's different too. The playoffs, the semifinals, they get next week off. Your semifinal team, you get next week off. I'd forgotten about that.
Is that every year, or is that because of the
that's a new
recall?
6A has been doing that.
But
now every class is doing it.
But they'll okay. And some teams will play on Friday, and some teams will play on a Saturday in the semis, so that way they have the venue.
So Bethany's made quite a run as a number 3, having to go on the road the whole time.
As a number 3 in their district.
In their district, and then they're going to turn around and play their district championship, their district champion in the semifinals. Now, from what I've told, Tuttle has, which this is no secret, they got 6 out of the portal. They had 6 move-ins this year, so that really helped them. Not that they needed any help in the first place.
They were already pretty stacked. Here's
another.
Back. Yeah, that's number 32, David Cardoza, 5'7" senior. Brought down by the Black Diamonds, but not before he gets a first down. It's 49-6. It's just the camera's not picking up the scoreboard. There it is. As we approach almost 3.5 minutes to go. We do want to express our thanks to, first of all, I want to go through the coaches and the faculty or the administration of the school system for letting us broadcast here on Mix TV Channel 19. First of all, thanks to Coach Tyler, the head coach of the Black Diamonds. This year he's surpassed 200 wins, and he's brought a lot of pride to Sallisaw. Other coaches for the Diamonds: Matt Lamb, offensive coordinator; Rich Pratt, defensive coordinator; Kai Smith, special teams coordinator. Aaron Compton is the assistant coach, along with Logan Aguilera, Brandon Richardson, and Matt Hawkins, as well as Scott Mayfield and Jordan Caldwell, all assistant coaches. So an excellent coaching staff. I want to say thank you to Superintendent Steve Barrett for letting us broadcast. And you had Brad Jackson here, the assistant superintendent. Did I hear you guys talking about?
Had a great visit with him.
Talking about fishing lures?
We talked about a lot of stuff that had to do with some stuff that
Mr. Matthews
I didn't know that was existing in our program that really done and made some upgrades and really have got some opportunities presented for kids that in several different areas that I didn't know about. And boy, I tell you what, they're really good programs.
Agriculturally and otherwise?
Agriculturally, archery, fishing, things of that nature. And
it's a good time to be a Black Diamond student and athlete.
Yeah, and then, the stuff that they're doing in the ag department with the animal barns and the
greenhouses,
and
stuff. Botany.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's, I don't know who was before Tex Woods, because Tex Woods was a long time ag teacher.
When I was in
there.
school in the 90s, he was Mr. Wood.
He was there. I know in the late 60s. I know for a fact.
Oh, really? That long of a spell?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's impressive.
And then Roger Stites took over for Tex, who was
Mr. Stites.
So this is kind of you got to go back to you go back a ways to.
It's kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers have only had 4 coaches in their history or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
longevity and tenure is what you mean.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, thank you to Mr. Tillery, high school principal, always welcoming and accommodating. High school assistant principal is Sean Winton. Athletic director, Jeff Strine, and assistant athletic director, Curtis Warchow. So thank you to everybody here at Sallisaw Schools. We're both graduates. We love it here.
We do
proud to be
indeed.
Black Diamonds. Yes, we are.
That's exactly right. And everybody listening tonight, I bet you if you gave them true sim, they're proud to be Black Diamonds too.
Absolutely. That's where we got these wonderful vocabularies,
Well,
That's right. That's a classy move. They're going to take a knee in their victory formation. And the Elgin Owls are going to advance. That's an impressive football team. Nothing to keep your heads down about as the Black Diamonds. It does hurt to lose. But you're going to lose. The Elgin Owls, there's nothing embarrassing about that.
I've got to find a way to watch Wagner and Elgin play. I think that will be an absolute Donnybrook.
They might have it online. But more importantly, we want you to watch the Vian Wolverines next week because the broadcast will still be on 105.1 KXMX's YouTube page as well as on the radio.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Your thing.
But they will go to a neutral site.
Okay, all right. So
all semifinals and all classes are neutral.
Who will they play?
Sites. Well, I don't know just yet.
Okay, that's worth talking about before we go.
Yeah,
The clock hadn't struck 0 yet. And they've got fireworks for the Owls' victory.
So Vian it's a final, 35-7. So
and Coach Walking, on behalf of Coach Walking Stick, he wants to say thank you to all the fans for watching, and he wanted me, he said thanks for. It was a fun run. It always is.
So it looks like Colcord is who Vian will have. Now, where that will be determined Sunday.
Okay.
Where they play. That's really a tough task,
Determining a site, geographically,
yeah.
Try to find some place that's.
Well, I mean, forever you've got so many games now. I mean, it really made it a hardship. Now you've got. Here's the other thing too. UCO's in the playoffs.
Oh.
Okay, so now I don't know. I think their playoff game is.
That would be the Edmond site.
That would be that they host. I think it's next week. I think it's this weekend. They host this weekend. But if they win, I don't know where that site's going to go to then. So there's a lot of things that have to be jockeyed and moved around and so on and so forth.
But Vian will not take a break. The 2A will not skip a week, is what you're saying, right?
I don't
we
know.
don't know? Okay, I got you.
I don't know.
So we always ask that you check out the KXMX
I need my
Facebook page.
See, this is what happens when my boy Lou ain't here. He can't be here to guide me and direct me in those directions of what who goes where and how they do it.
Maybe we'll see him next year,
There you go.
So the Black Diamonds are going to go out on the field and have this is always the roughest time of the year. That's when it's a farewell of sorts for the 12th graders, right? Like
it is.
You never want to be their last snap, right?
It's you got that's the toughest part of it. You know, there's only one team in your class that has a celebration. That's the way it is. Everybody else is. Let me back up. Those guys that don't go to the playoffs that win their last game, well, they have a celebration, but not the kind of celebration you can have in the playoffs. So when you have this meeting right here, like he's having down there, this is a tough one because you got to bid those kids farewell, and you grow close to them, you get to know them, you get to know their families, you learn a lot of things about them. I mean, and I've got a lot of friendships. I'm very fortunate to have been in this situation, and to be able to coach those kids and build those and forge those friendships I've got with those guys.
You've had that talk, and I'm sure they are proud have learned a lot from Coach Tyler and the rest of his staff.
There
so,
you go.
Yeah, we'll kind of just take it in for a second before we bid you all farewell. And hopefully he'll send them over to play the fight song with the Diamond Band because the tuba players are standing up. We'll get to hear it one more time before we sign off. And we'll have Black Diamond basketball here for you soon, but we're going to close this chapter of Black Diamond football.
We're going to have Black Diamond wrestling this year.
That's good. Yeah,
I know we've got.
We got to find out.
That's true. That's true.
We got to find out. Yeah, we're gonna. I know. Yes. Because Coach Smith has got him going, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got it. But here's the other thing: we got to see which ones we got at home too. I don't know which one those are. But anyway.
Logistics. I mean,
yeah,
I understand.
We missed having Lou tonight. I miss having my buddy around. So.
Yeah. Well, he knows everything. He's forgotten more about the offensive line than anybody will ever know. You know what I mean? He knows it.
That's true.
All right, everybody. So we are going to let the Black Diamonds, say their goodbyes. And we are going to say goodbye also. Rough time end of the season. All good things must come to an end. We want to thank everybody for watching. Please support our sponsors. Thank you to M&M Media, Eddie and Melinda Martin, owners of The Mix, for making all this happen for us day in and day out. Thanks to Joe and all the cameramen, Dave Sharp, Ryan, Jarrett, Russell. Thanks to Jay and Will Martin, our production assistants. I want to go put them to work, everybody. So thank you all for being Black Diamond fans. Thank you for being good citizens of Sallisaw and Sequoia County. We will see you soon right here. Don't forget, next week, soon you could check out the Vian Wolverines play on the KXMX channel. For Lewis Walking Stick and Craig Benson, handshake, Coach, you're the man.
Yes, sir.
See you guys next time, and good night from Elgin, Oklahoma.
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself this. Of all the times you've made it at home, has it ever tasted like our McMuffin? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maybe we McGriddles lovers have done a bad job of relaying this. But there are pockets of syrupy goodness hidden in the McGriddles cakes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you don't like surprises but still need a loan, then Anchor Financial Services is your answer. For over 40 years, Anchor Financial Services has been the hometown hero for families in eastern Oklahoma. We know life happens. Unexpected medical bills, home repairs, or that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. With 7 convenient locations throughout eastern Oklahoma, our friendly team is always ready to help you navigate life's twists and turns. No jargon, no hidden fees, just straightforward, trustworthy financial support. So why wait? Stop by today or visit us online. Let Anchor Financial Services be your anchor in times of need. Because when life happens, we're here to help.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we're more than just a lumber yard. We're a full-service lumber company, hardware, appliance, and flooring center all in one. And if you don't find what you need, well, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing by to help. Oh, and if you can't take it with you, don't worry. Delivery is always available. You see, at Sallisaw Lumber, we go as many extra miles as it takes to deliver the best customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
You're watching Mix TV.